right, folks. We're just 2 minutes away from the show we've all been waiting for, The Lion's Den. You know it's about to be crazy, interesting, and downright hilarious tonight. If you've been here before, you already know why this is one of the few shows that keeps you glued to the screen the entire time. The host, fearless. What can I say? The man's a legend. Handsome, well-built, and an intellectual powerhouse. Quick-witted doesn't even begin to describe him. This guy handles every topic like a pro and never misses a beat. And you can't forget Keenal from Black Man Travels. Deep thinker, always dropping knowledge, bringing those big conversations that really make you sit back and reflect. He's all about opening up your mind to new perspectives. Oh, and when Ronan steps in, it's a whole different vibe. The man brings balance, discipline, and humor all wrapped into one. He's the kind of guy that can crack you up 1 second and drop wisdom the next. This is grown folks talk. No nonsense, no drama. Just real, respectful conversations. They get into the deep stuff, but they always respect everyone's viewpoint. You can trust the Lion's Den to bring real, unfiltered, adult conversations with that perfect mix of intellect and fun. You've got your popcorn ready, right? Because in just about a minute, this place is gonna light up. Get comfortable, hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and make sure you're locked in. Let's go. The Lion's Den is about to start.
All right, it's almost time. I've been waiting for this all week. Is it just me, or does time slow down when you're waiting for the Lion's Den to start?
Come on, let's go. I got things to say tonight. I'm ready to hop on the panel. You better have subscribed already. If you haven't hit that subscribe button and smash the like by now, what are you waiting for? You gotta support the Den, people.
Hit that notification bell too, unless you want to miss out and hear about it later.
This is the show you don't want to miss. Every week I'm here waiting. The energy, the conversations, is about to get real.
Tick tock, I swear this is the longest minute of my life.
Tick tock, tick tock. The panel tonight's gonna be fire. I can feel it. Who's joining tonight? Let's go. Hit that subscribe button already.
Yo, grab your popcorn, grab your drink. It's about to go down. You're not ready for what's coming. I got my snacks, my drink,
And I'm locked in.
Let's get this show started.
All right. Quiet down. The show's about to start. Everyone ready?
Silence. The Lion's Den is about to begin. Let's go.
Man, Ronan, man, you tripping, man. Man,
I'm not tripping.
Tired of you and BMT, you always get on my nerves, man.
You got
we
beef?
got beef.
You got beef?
We got beef, man.
I don't know.
Man.
I
When
just
you
feel
gonna
like
let that go,
show,
man? When you
guys.
gonna let it go? When you gonna let it go? Huh?
That's what we talking about, man. Tonight is all about beef. You know, I know a lot of guys have beef with other people, and we want to know when is the time to just bury this beef. You know, seems that all this stuff is going on, and you know,
Let me tell you something.
yeah, I'm even thinking about my man with the watermelon head in there. We talk about squashing beef, and he come onto the panel. We try to get a show where we don't have that kind of beef.
Immediately.
Hey, did I not call that shit out earlier this afternoon?
You did. You called it out.
I told
You
you,
did.
man. He's just like that annoying fly that just
Avoid the
constantly comes
noid.
back.
Is that the Noid from Domino's Pizza?
I mean,
Avoid the
And the
Noid.
crazy thing is, this guy is in the Dominican Republic, Sosua, for the Super Bowl weekend, and he's on the live stream watching us. Like,
Man, you
brother,
should be
out there
pre-gaming
chasing-
with flip-flop or something. The fuck?
No. He's in Sosua with the rats. So shouldn't you not be busy with the Sosua chicks right now, man?
I mean, if that's what he's about, if that's what he claims he's about, don't you think he
We're a
should
bunch
be
of
there?
nobodies here.
Yeah,
But
we're
we don't
nobodies.
know.
We don't have 6 and 5 people in the room. Why would you even bother?
Yeah. We're a bunch
Why
of
you
nobodies.
wasting your
We don't
time?
know anything.
Yeah.
We ain't popping.
Yeah.
We ain't
Why
popping.
you popping like you want to be? You know?
Well, we do want to
question is,
welcome
does he
everybody
get
to the chat.
Oh, absolutely.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. He got beef with
No,
you.
no, I'm
And
curious with the
let's
top.
say that, man.
You know what? The top is around B. So Milano, Mr. Squarehead. You know what? You remember that show,
shit.
Coneheads? It was a show
Coneheads,
back in the
yes.
80s. What was it?
Yes. The Coneheads are
Hey,
Saturday Night
Milano.
Live.
Like, yes.
And then they even had a feature movie.
There you go. Hey, do we got a picture? Can we find a picture real fast to post up?
I gotta find that
just in case
Milano that we had in the group chat that was floating around. And his head is oblong. I don't like making fun of the afflicted. I don't. I don't take any pleasure in that, bro. It's too easy.
Damn, be inflicted.
I don't like doing this thing, man. It's not a good look.
Hey, the comment section.
Oh,
Milano resemble these people here. The coneheads. You guys want the coneheads?
That's crazy work right there. Who found that so fast? It gotta be.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
And when is it ever time to just let it go?
Yo, you know what though? And it's not, this is just to talk about, just not only 50 Cent and Irv Gotti and that beef. We got beef in our own families.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't just a celebrity side. There's a lot of family members beefing. I had beef with my dad for a long time. You know what I mean? So
when do we carry that beef to the grave? I mean, even after the grave, beyond the grave. With 50 Cent, and it's sad, we're going to play something with 50 Cent. We're going to talk about it. 50 Cent was trolling Irv Gotti, even when he found out he was on his deathbed.
Irv Gotti, Ja Rule, all of them. 50 Cent is the king of trolls. Understand, he will spend millions of dollars to troll your ass. He will empty arenas just to make you think you sold out an arena and ain't nobody in that bitch. He's done it.
When does it get to the point where it's just you basically just trolling yourself?
Or
when you're doing all that for fame and fortune, I mean, there comes a point and I think that you got to lay all that down where that becomes ridiculous. Because what you don't know is one day your number gonna be pulled.
Right.
But do you think it's in human nature to have beef with other people?
Yeah, but there's a lot of people. I think Oprah has said it before. Oprah was like, she was avoiding somebody for like 5-6 years. She was mad at this person. So she was avoiding them, going all around. And then she said she happened to run into the person. After 5 years of avoidance, it just came to a circumstance where they ran into each other. And the person was talking to her like there was nothing even wrong. And she's like, I've been holding this beef for 5 years, keeping all this in to somebody who doesn't even care, doesn't even worry about what this beef is. Right. So maybe we do it, we spend a lot of energy, maybe avoiding talking about spending this time and wasting energy on people that don't care about us, and we really don't care about them.
Well, I mean, someone made a interesting comment. A shout out to Bacchus about, back in the days, people used to fight it out. Do you think social media just made it easier for anyone to start creating beef and letting that stuff fester to something, crucial?
Yeah, because even today, go ahead, Ron.
No, absolutely. I mean, it makes it real easy to get behind a computer and not even show your face and to troll other people that actually have the courage to cam up and do certain things. So, yeah, it made it a lot easier. I mean, back in the day, when we were growing up, there wasn't no computers. You had to palm somebody. You either said something or it was a 3 o'clock meeting, like a showdown. Like you had high noon. You all were walking down the street pulling guns, but it was 3 o'clock in the back parking lot, and y'all squared up. You did what you needed to do, whether y'all shook hands or not. It was done. You took your L or you took your win.
Yeah,
but even back in the day, there was just I knew guys that would just cap jokes, and that's just what it was. You either avoid them, you just say, "Man, I'm out of here," or back in the time when it was rap beats, it was just about rap. Oh, you want a battle? Oh, let's take it, and it was a battle rap. Whoever had the most lyrics, that's the person that won. And it wasn't like, oh, we're gonna do something thereafter. It was that was it. But today it's entirely different, man. People take it too far. And think about this. I got a beef with Canal. Now all of a sudden, me and him get fighting over something nobody really know about. There's something that happened in Sasua, and I didn't buy him a drink. And that beef all of a sudden turned into all the Haitians want to fight all the mixed brothers. And now we somewhere in this on spot where the Haitians mad at some brother, and they just start shooting, and they pulling out machetes, and nobody even know what the really reason was. And that go all the way back to think about this: Tupac and Biggie. Somebody lose their life over what? Over a misunderstanding where people could have talked it out.
Let me ask a real controversial question here. Do you think beef is more of a black thing versus a white thing? Because I don't hear white
people
beefing with each other like that.
White people beef. It's just a different type of beef.
I mean, okay. I just personally never seen that type of hostility compared to, like, us through our music, through sports. We tend to take things to another level. So I'm not sure if other races of men.
I think what happens is,
or women do the same thing.
No, here's the thing. I think with blacks, we get physical and violent. Whites take it out economically. They want to get you canceled. They want to take you off the air. They want to economically hurt you. And actually, I think Jordan Peterson was saying that women are actually even worse than men, where we can get a beef, and when it becomes violent, we can fight. Where girls, they attack each other on social media. They ruin their reputation. They actually take it to a whole nother level when it comes to women fighting or their feuds.
I don't know. I just feel that, it's so unnecessary to carry all that weight, that hatred, or whatever feeling that you may have towards somebody, and just to let it fester for years, not knowing that you could have easily resolved that by sitting down and having a conversation with that person.
Mm-hmm.
Before you wasted your life. Now you're in prison, or now you're dead. And it could have been a simple apology, or, you know what, my bad, I didn't understood, it was a misunderstanding. So
yeah,
it's kind of ironic, man.
Now I will say this: with white folks, or even Asians and all of that, they will set their beef aside when it comes to money. They're like, yeah, we don't like each other, but this money is more powerful than my hate for you. We don't do that. We just won't like somebody, and we'll throw the baby out with the bathwater.
It's just so much of a waste of energy to have. Even, like, in regards to 50 Cent and Irv Gotti, the man is dead. What's the whole point of you doing that? It just, you got the last laugh. He was diagnosed with diabetes. He was sick. You were living your best life, making movies, making tons of money. What is the point of you actually doing that picture, like, rest in peace? It just it gets to the point where, that it just doesn't make any sense.
I agree with you.
Especially a guy like 50 with his status that he has now.
Oh, he's been one. Whatever Murder Inc. did to him to prevent him from making money in the past, he done lapped them 5 times over. Irv Gotti, right before he died, sold his masters and made $300 million. And I would say that was maybe 6 months ago before he died.
Oh, wow.
So he got $300 million, and 6 months later, he's dead.
Yeah. So he already knew what was coming.
I don't know if he did or didn't, but it was nice that he was able to enjoy a little bit of something before he passed on. You know what I mean?
It just gets to the point where you say, what was there to gain by talking to somebody when they on their death? Because the thing is, death is final. You can never say, yeah, apologize, I can never go back. It becomes final. And sometimes, when you laying on your deathbed, how are people going to talk about you? How are they going to remember you? Are they going to just remember you, the guy that, got shot 9 times and had beef with everybody? Because he got beef. 50 Cent got beef with everybody. I mean, so much that it's, let me tell you how petty it is. He did the show BMF.
Yeah.
He did BMF. Big Meech gets out. He don't really have nothing. And Rick Ross says, hey, man, I want to invite you somewhere where we got a party going on. 50 Cent gets so much in his feelings that he was with Rick Ross that he says ain't gonna be no new season of BMF. I lose money because of that.
What?
Yeah, he's mad at Big Meech for associating.
I saw something in the news that he was making fun of Big Meech, and I was like, is that going to affect the new season? Because now that he's out, is he trying to take control of the branding?
It's 50 Cent that's like, what new season? And just get so much into, and I've never been like that, people, man. I've just never been, because me and you are friends, because you don't like somebody, I don't have to like them. I don't, that's your beef. Me and their relationship may be entirely different. That don't mean I'm playing both sides, but say if you and Canard don't talk, I still might have a relationship with you that I might, and have a relationship with him that'd be entirely different. I gotta hate, so now I gotta pick and choose sides when I wasn't the cause of the beef. That's something between y'all. It just goes into this tribism, and you gotta hate them because I hate them.
Hey Drew, I just looked at that video, man. We're gonna get a copyright strike for playing anything with Boondocks. That's up there. I dropped it in the back chat if you wanted to look at it, but it's funny as fuck, but I don't know if we can play that without getting. Every time we play the Boondocks excerpt, man, we've gotten copyright.
I mean, personally, I think I'm at a point in my life where I don't want to have any ill resentment towards anybody, because I just feel that is so much wasted energy that I could be putting on something more constructive. So for me, if I know you got an issue with me, I'm the one that want to find out why. Like, that's just me.
I don't really care.
And I mean, yeah, I don't care either. But if it gets to the point where I feel hostility, if I see you and I feel it, dude, I'm gonna react to that. So I'm gonna know, like, hey, yo, is there anything we could like talk about this shit? If not, then if we got to fight, we got to fight. Anything goes.
Right.
But I'm at a point, man. It's just wasted energy, man. Wasted energy.
To let anybody live in my brain rent free. Fuck you. Fuck the idea of you and everything about you.
And also too, it shows how much a loser 50 Cent is, because even after Irv Gotti is gone, you're still thinking about the man.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever he done in the past, man, it fucked them over big time.
Crazy. Well, y'all want to find out what happened with him? You want to play this and see what happened?
Let's see.
So y'all can know what we're talking about.
Cent brutally disses Irv Gotti following his unfortunate passing. 50 Cent's feud with Irv Gotti and Ja Rule was legendary. The rapper took on all of Murder Inc. and won, setting himself up as the preeminent superstar of the 2000s. On the heels of Irv Gotti's death, 50 Cent has taken to Instagram to do more trolling. The rapper decided to post a photo of him next to a plastic tombstone and diss Gotti one last time. 50 Cent posted up while smoking hookah. The aforementioned tombstone was a clear nod to Irv Gotti, whose death had been confirmed less than an hour before. The caption took away any chance that fans were reading too far into the diss. "I'm smoking on that Gotti pack," the rapper wrote. "Nah, God bless him, LOL. The response in the comment section was mixed. Some took 50 to task for being cruel to a man who had just passed. They called out the rapper's immaturity. Others, however, were unsurprised by 50 Cent's actions. The rapper's feud with Murder Inc. was a personal as well as a professional matter. 50 did not like Irv Gotti and Ja Rule and made it known. It was not feud for clout, the way 50 spat with Kanye West was a few years later. The rapper actually taunted Gotti nonstop during the last few months of his life, When it was confirmed that Gotti had suffered a stroke in August 2024, 50 posted a photo of the mogul walking with a cane. "Damn homie, in high school you was the man homie. WTF happened to you," he wrote, making reference to his 2003 song Langsta. 50 Cent also mocked Irv Gotti's deteriorating health days before his death. Various outlets confirmed that Gotti suffered a stroke on February 4th. 50, without missing a beat, made light of the Murder Inc. boss while simultaneously promoting his new show. "Damn," he wrote on Instagram, "I wanted him to see my new shows, yo." 50 Cent is currently embroiled in a beef with Big Meech, his son Little Meech, and his old foe, Rick Ross. It says a lot about the rapper's mindset that he took time out to target Gotti. Stay tuned to Hot New Hip Hop for all the latest news and updates from around the music world.
I mean, an hour after the dude is gone, man, you post.
Right.
Makes me wonder why he got shot 9 times now.
Does it? Oh, are you really curious why he got shot 9 times? If he was a troll now.
Yeah, imagine he was a kid.
What does money do but embolden you and give you access to who you really are? So if he's trolling people big time now, what do you think he was doing before he had that kind of money?
On the same thing, man. The same. It just shows the type of
ranks was he
personality.
challenged everybody. And rap, the way he climbed the ranks, he was challenging everybody. He's taking on all comers when it came to the rap game.
There's things you can do for publicity, which I understand. Nothing wrong with that. You can do a lot of things for publicity. There's some lines that you just crossed that's just kind of ridiculous. And it gets you know, I know we got other beefs out there. Like we talk about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. And I'm not saying who's right or who wrong, but what upsets me is this. When you help somebody and you put them on and you help them along the way when nobody knew about them, you bring them fame, fortune, and all of a sudden, when they get to a certain point, their first thing is to try to diss you. So, you know, I don't know who's the best rapper. That's all debated and how that goes. But I remember when Drake was helping Kendrick Lamar out, I think it was in Club Paradise. He took him on the Club Paradise tour. Took him on the Take Care. He put him on his album. Had an intro on his album, and he gets dissed. You know, he dissed him back in 2013 on Big Sean's album. And I'm thinking, man, with friends like this, who needs enemies? It's like I bring somebody along, I try to help them, and the first time they get on or they get something, they diss you. It makes us not want to help anybody anymore. You know, who do you help?
I mean, that's very true. There's a lot of people that deal with that, even in corporate America and other things. You reach out and you reach down to help somebody up, kind of show them the ropes and to become successful, and then they excel past you. And some people have egos and they get upset, and then again, the person that maybe surpassed you doesn't go back and return the favor any kind of way. Not that you expected it, but you would think. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me bring my boy up and give him some credit for where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Because it would seem like, did you put something in the chat, Roman? Is that for me? In the chat?
What's that? Yeah, that was the Boondocks thing. I don't know if you want to play that, take a risk. The 30-second spot we technically wouldn't get, but we could. That's we could just blank it out afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Just flip it. Well, I can just throw this in members only, either way.
So I'm curious with the chat, man. Who of you guys had a beef with that you found out later on it was just so petty it didn't mean anything? And he's just like, man, what was that all about? You held it up. I know people that still got, as old as we are, I know people that still got beefs from high school. Mm-hmm. Like some girl that look, you done been with 100 other girls. This chick done been with 100 other guys, and you mad because somebody or what they did in high school to your girl. You don't care. You don't even care about it. If you seen her today, you like, oh man, that big old chick, I wouldn't talk to her anyway.
Yeah.
But you still mad.
I helped you out, player. Look at her now. I saved you.
I just don't understand where the growth happens. So, you know, I'm curious with the chat. What beefs do you guys have that you still keep? Even beefs on YouTube where, you know, we know the number one. There's some beefs out there that's, you know, from your number one girlfriend. Here's what I will say about
your number one girlfriend.
No, that's not my number one. Here's what I will say about that situation. How can you have a beef and you talk about somebody on a daily basis? You post about them continuously, and they pay you no attention. What does that do for you? So some of y'all don't know the person who shall not be named. She posted about the 25-year-old kid over in Kenya. Every day. He doesn't even respond, doesn't care. What does that do for you? So help me out with that.
It kind of, you know what? It kind of same goes for the trolls. Like, what do you get out of that? Like the trolls that come on to these different live stream and talk their shit. Like, what joy do you get out of that when it's so one-sided? Similar to the beef that you have that the other person's not even giving you no attention. I just don't get it, man.
And you know, and you got the same ones that post the same thing, that they have no original content.
It's the principalities of it all.
No, because then what would be the principalities? Somebody did your girlfriend back in high school. Okay. You wouldn't do it today anyway.
They gotta get their get back. You know, if you got smacked when you were a little kid, you had to smack the other person back, or it was just you were done wrong. You know, they still in high school. They're still little kids on the playground. They haven't grown the fuck up yet.
But if you still that means you carrying it with you. You haven't got no.
In other words, the other person has free rent in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Yep, I tell people like when you've seen, there's been guys and they see their ex-girlfriend or a girl who see their ex-dude with somebody, and they're like, he's with them. Like when you do that, it lets me know you still got feelings. Because if I see like one of my exes, I seen one of my exes with somebody, I'm just like, either one or two things. I'm like, damn, man, I remember that. You know, I ain't gonna be mad. I'll be mad.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
I remember when.
That's funny you said that. Go ahead. No.
I have no regrets. Whenever I get across to any of my exes, I'm like, because for one, I always do better. Always do better. And two, it's just like I see the person they select after me. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. It's just like, so I have no regrets more than anything. If anything, I want to shake the guy's hand. Yeah, I wish you the best, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
I wish you the best.
Jesus,
fun, man.
Now, my girl, she just recently asked me, do you have pictures of your exes? Even my ex-wife. Wives. I ain't got not one picture. I had to go dig on my son's pages to pull down a picture just to give her a reference of who she was. She goes, why don't you keep? I said, why? That's yesterday's news. Why would I keep a picture of her? That means I still have some kind of feelings. I can't even look at a wedding picture. For what? You know what I'm saying? My life lesson was learned, burned, and I'm moving the fuck on.
But it's still that beef, you know. And like I said, I'm trying to think how far it went back. You know, somebody put in there the Hatfields and the McCoys. You say, why don't you like them? Because they the Hatfields. Or why don't you like them? Because they the McCoys. You have no reason as to why you don't even like them anymore. It's just because of who they are and what they say.
And some of y'all be dating these ratchet ass chicks. You keep some old pictures of your ex and let that ratchet ass chick find it. What's this shit about? You still liking your old girlfriend shit? Oh man, you got a whole nother fucking stack problem.
You know what? I have a few pictures of my exes on my Facebook page, still up on my Facebook page to this day. And it's just, and I'm not gonna take them down. So hey, that's my past. Is what it is.
I mean,
if you feel that insecure about that, that's
it
on
has
you.
nothing to do with insecurity. I just move forward in my life. I don't look back.
No. I'm not saying towards you, just in general. I know some people, they, their new boyfriend or new girlfriend feel some type of way because you have old pictures of your past. I'm like, yo, that's none of your business. So I mean, that was my past, just like you have yours. But if that person's constantly worrying about the person that you dated, whom they never met in their life, then you got
problems.
Yeah, you got problems for real, man. I'm like, okay.
But I know people that have not gone to.
Why you keep bringing the damn pool party up, bruh?
Hey,
me and Fearless have to drink every time you pull up a picture. We got this little side bet. I'm gonna let you in on it, Kanon. Every time you talk about Cali, Columbia on any of your lives,
and
you bring up a photo, a picture, or anything, we gotta sip.
Well, for one, that was my last official trip for a while, and two, I got shit more pictures that I have not even posted.
Please don't post them because I don't want to be drunk tonight.
Because the thing is, like, again, I'm the man with receipts. I'm not.
You breaking up.
One of these.
He said he was the man with the receipts.
Yeah, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, you're better now.
Yeah, man. So hey, don't worry, I won't show them pictures again. But hey, you know what? I had a couple people. What happened? It's not working?
No, I just said thank you, Lord Jesus.
Man, shit, bro. Listen. I got some pictures from Brazil that I ain't posted yet.
You can post all those all you want, bro. Just the Cali, Columbia ones that done. They're done, please. Because that's the bet. The bet was on Cali, Columbia.
Wait, hold up. Out of both of y'all two, I was the one that fucking traveled. So it was like, hey, I'm showing receipt. Shit, y'all talk about the shit, but you guys haven't gone anywhere.
Man, so I'm about to go somewhere for about 2-3 years, man. I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
It is what it is, man. I can't help it. You guys hate on my damn pictures, man.
I ain't hating on you.
Shit.
I got drunk off of you, brother. How can I get mad?
How can you hate when you over here drinking, feeling good about yourself?
No, I'm just saying, man. Because the shit that I see coming out of Colombia, some of the pictures I be seeing dudes be posting, I'm like, yo ass travel way out there for that fuck shit.
Bacchus, he don't need to post shit.
Bacchus was there, man. I got some good times, man.
Bacchus was the organizer over there and the instigator.
I think Bacchus brought something up about the person who shall not be named posting stuff. He said it's about attention. You think it's but what kind of attention are you getting?
I mean, that's what social media is about anyway, is really attention. I used to say, and I think a lot of people said it. I don't think I came up with it. I don't think I'm the originator of the phrase. The phrase is, you don't know from that one picture how much effort it took to get to that one fucking photo that gets posted online. But it gives you the best perception of who that person was. Doesn't tell you how he got there, the struggles to get there, her. Doesn't tell you how many shots she took before she posted that one. And most likely they touched the fuck up out of it. That photo is not the original photo. It's been touched up. So at the end of the day, social media is all about being fake.
All right, let's say that. You say the person who posted the photo is fake. I'll give you that. But sometimes the person who's trolling, they don't even show their picture. I mean, it's how can you hide behind an avatar, a fake picture, a fake name, and all you want to do, and that's what I'm saying, and talk about somebody else, how they look, what they doing, how much money they got, all of these things, but you're the one who doesn't show anything about you. So who's more embarrassed about what they got? It's like the person who shall not be named will not show their face at all, but wants to post a picture.
You can say her name, just post up a fucking super chat. Go ahead.
I ain't posting that one. And I just think about, not just her. We got our own trolls in here. I think I got you got listen, Milano. I got like Phil Miner.
Phil Miner got everybody. Y'all, at least y'all two.
Yeah. So, and you got people that come in and say crazy stuff about you, Ronan, and they never show who they are, won't post up, never come on a panel.
I mean, my thing is, if your ass bouncing to, onto different live streams, talking shit about the same person on different live streams, you got problems. You got problems,
but they don't see it as they got problems.
I think you're pathetic. Yeah, you're pathetic. You're a loser, and the fact that you have no substance in your life, where you feel the need that you need to jump on multiple live streams to talk shit about somebody else whom you never met in person, man, that's sorry.
Damn, is this a beef on Irv Gotti and 50 Cent? Oh, we just aired everything out tonight.
I mean, beef, we're talking about beef, just beef in general.
Okay.
Because it kind of ties into the whole trolling situation.
So
like,
is this a smoke show? Are we opening panels and letting people air out their beefs?
I don't have no beef with nobody, man. Especially no one.
It don't have to be about us. It could be about somebody in the damn chat.
Is someone beefing with each other?
I don't know.
There's a comment by Ronaldo. Why do as black men always show off? Like, what do you mean by that?
Motherfuckers be
I don't understand
peacocking.
that
You know what peacocking is. A lot of guys flaunt. They show what they can do, how they can do it. It's not the casual kind of like, I'm educating you on something. It's like, I'm the vibrato of doing something big. You get what I'm saying?
So would you say this is more of a man thing, or is it just black men only?
No, I see white men doing it. I see it's a man thing, period.
Yep.
Now, some people might look at it and say, "Oh, black men do it." Now that's a little racial there. You know what I'm saying? I've seen everybody do it.
I don't know. I think this whole beefing situation, like for a perfect example, people thought that that BMT and I were beefing, and I'm like, I'm not beefing with the guy because we had similar names. No, I never met the guy. I never spoke to him in person. I mean, people assumed that I was taking his name as my own and vice versa. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, bro, we just had two similar names, but people in the back were trying to make it more than what it was. So you have people talking shit, and I'm hearing this. I'm like, I never said that. I never said this. So you'd be amazed how people, again, going back to their sorry lives, they got nothing going on for themselves that where they want to see chaos.
Isn't that the point of the internet and social media and YouTube and all that? Living vicariously through the people that they see on the show.
Hold up. I got to bring something up because sometimes it isn't living vicariously. It can be two people with two shows doing the same exact thing, and they got beef. What about QB flexing and homie? Was it house homie?
Homie's hub.
Homie hub.
Yeah.
They beefing over who paying for girls when they both paid for girls and who don't pay less. And I mean, I
don't like talking about people like that when they're not in here, but I've talked to both of those men offline, online, and truly QB has moved forward in his life to where he's not doing as much mongering, but he started off somewhere. You should be transitioning in your life. You should be growing up. Homie's hub is behind him when it comes to, advancements and travel. So of course he's going to start like, hell, I used to monger when I was in the Marine Corps, man. I used to dot everything every time I walked off the ship. You know what I'm saying? But I don't do that anymore. I'm 57 years old. Of course, you're going to grow up. You're going to be more advanced in your thought process. You're going to want quality versus quantity. QP's at that point where he wants quality. Homie's hub is at that point. I'm still developing my assets and my resources. I'd rather just have quantity. I'm not looking to date right now. I don't even know if I'm
why. But why do we talk about the people in the positions that we used to be? Meaning, if I was, 150 pounds and I couldn't lift bench press 135, and I gained it, but at one point that's where I was at. How can I talk about somebody who couldn't do it and say, man, well, you can't do it? But everybody started somewhere. So that's what I didn't like. I didn't like the fact that you want to talk about somebody being, you're talking about someone in a position that you once held. and you're like, oh, you got to level up. You got to get your teeth done, your hair done. That lets me know that you didn't have the best of teeth. You didn't have the best of hair. You didn't have the best of shape. So why talk about somebody when they're at where you were at?
Right.
It's like you come, and that's what I hate. Somebody come into some money and want to talk about everybody else's poor. But you was just here a second ago. And you can be right back here.
At that point, then we can roll it back to FBAs versus immigrants. Same thing. When the immigrants came here, and like Kanal says, his experiences, the communities he went into, they, called him everything but the child of God. Being a foreigner in that neighborhood that he had to grow up in. So we do it to ourselves. But why? Ego.
Oh man, but blacks, we beef about whether you light skin or dark skin, whether how much black you got in it, if you a true black or not a true black. And we wonder why we can't get along. Mm-hmm. You grew up in the suburbs, but I gotta show how much ghetto card I got.
Well, you talk too white. You talk too white. You're too proper. Why you talking? Why you acting like a white man?
Mm-hmm. You been to jail one time? I've been to jail 5 times. Or you was only in the county? I went to the feds.
Now that part, I don't know what the hell y'all thinking. Going to jail, period, is a loss. Bragging about it is a whole nother thing. When did we start glorifying criminals?
But that be the beef. The whole beef about it. We want to fight over anything that means nothing. And we make no money off of it. Which becomes the most ridiculous thing there is.
Yeah, that's just a man thing right there, Bacchus. Who got more cat than the other guy? Just like when we were back in the day, we had the numbers. We had a whole thing of who's going to get the most numbers in a night at the skating rink or wherever we were in the mall. Who's going to get more numbers before they walk out to the car or however you got there. We used to have those games.
But that's a game. That's not beef where dudes get mad because something just didn't go their way.
Right.
He took my girl. Well, brother, if he could take your girl, it wasn't your girl.
It wasn't your girl.
I'm mad at the dude because he took my woman. You ain't mad at the woman. You mad at the guy for taking your woman.
I mean, nowadays there's a lot of music that talks about dudes bragging about taking your woman. That's something I never understood. Like, why brag about that? Like, that I could take your woman.
This man sloppy seconds. But you bragging about it, though.
Bunch of cream pies.
I don't know, Ronaldo. I don't know who can. I'm not complaining about President Trump. Shoot, I don't know who's complaining. I think the people are complaining, put themselves in positions where they could not adjust. And let me tell you guys something, man. No matter where you get, no matter how good you are, you better learn how to adjust. Because at one time there was a person who made horse carrier wheels for horses, and they were the best. Along came a car, and if they didn't adjust, they went straight out of business. So those people who got into DEI, and that's the only thing they could do in humanities, and didn't try to improve themselves as they were working up, when change comes, they couldn't adapt to the change. I don't have a lot of bodies. I've laid. Am I a lame for that? Why would you be a lame for that? I don't think so. I've told many women before. I said, I would rather make love. Would you rather make love to 1,000 women one way, or one woman 1,000 ways? And they say, baby, I want all them 1,000 ways. So, not necessarily quantity. Sometimes it's quality. Because I have a whole rack of people that I'm gonna. If they ever said we did anything, I'm denying. I wasn't. I don't know who you talking.
Well, see, I already laid the groundwork because I already got rid of the pictures. You better pull up a photo or something. I ain't got shit laying around here.
Wasn't me. So I think we go through an experimental phase where that happens, and we lying and denying.
And that's a fact. Not that we're on the topic, but That's a fact. The DEI only helped white women more so than anybody else.
So when did this beefing start, man? Like in the black community? Was it a?
It's always been somebody wanting to be the head ninja in charge. It's always been the crab in the barrel mentality. It's always been house ninja versus field ninja. It's always been some kind of variance since we've been brought here.
I agree. I mean, even within the Caribbean community, there's people beefing. You know, Haitian versus Dominican. You know, Trini versus Jamaicans. You know, there's people beefing for no damn reason, and they never met before. Like you have all this hate so much for that person, never met that person or never spoke to that person or group of people, but you have all this hate.
The Machete Boy Coalition is breaking up.
The
Machete Coalition is breaking up over there.
No, I mean it's always been like that. Ain't no different than fucking y'all. Your people. Y'all hate dark skin, light skin. Y'all hate Phil versus damn house ninjas. Shit, y'all got all type of issues, man. Shit, y'all guys have all kumbaya. Wait. Well, you guys have light skin parties and shit. Where no dark skin person.
Light skin party.
You guys, wait. Hold up. So you guys never heard about light skin parties?
I never ever heard about no.
Okay. All right. In Chicago, I seen a few light skin parties where they had light skin people want to meet other light skinned people. I seen that shit.
Was it just a party where light skinned people went?
No, it was a freaking light skin like hosted party. You had to be a certain skin color. Like,
how did you get in then? How did you get in?
No,
it was a light skin party. No.
Hold up. I didn't get in. Hold up. Let me explain. One of my friends, you know, he's mixed, so he used to get invited to these type of events. And he used to tell me because he only preferred to date other light-skinned girls. So he used to tell me about these events that used to go down in Chicago, man. And trust me, you guys are older than me. You guys probably seen those type of parties. Especially Rose, like man. Brown paper bag party. What the hell? What the brown paper bag shit? That's some black shit.
Everybody's laughing in the chat, bro. I swear to God, everybody's laughing in the chat. They ain't never heard no shit like that.
I'm telling you that happened. But the thing
is, right now, man.
Hey, wait a minute. Maybe we lived a sheltered life, Adrian, because we had a lot of white people around us in our schools and stuff.
Man,
I ain't never heard of nothing like that. That shit is wild.
I'm trying to Google that right now, man. I ain't never.
Light skin parties. Wow.
Yeah.
Man, you blowing my mind right now. That's some shit I ain't never heard of. God damn. Oh, that's so
I have heard of the brown paper bag party, but that's the
right.
bougie.
But that's the whole
hey, look it up. Okay, just go ahead and look it up. I found it already. Okay. Go ahead and look it up. Just type it in.
I'm looking up light skin black party Chicago.
Light skin parties events. Listen, light skin parties events are events that are restricted to people with lighter skin tones. In 2007, I was in Chicago in 2007. A party for light skin Libra birthday bash. Dude, there was a lot of these parties from 2002 to 2010 because my boy used to go to them. I was not allowed because I was too damn black.
Well, obviously.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man.
That's wow, man. I ain't never heard of no shit like that. Yeah. Light skin parties.
Look it up, man. Just type it in. You'll see some information around it.
Wow. That's just incredible. But here's a misconception a lot of y'all don't understand, man. We can't control our skin tone. That's just what it is what it is. But some of us that are light, we darker than the darkest motherfucker in a room. I swear to God, we are.
Man, who is that basketball player? Let me see. I'm gonna find him.
You know, when it comes to our grit and what the fuck we talk about, man.
I want everybody in the comment section to go look up light skin parties and Just look what comes up.
That's wild. If we can pull it up on the screen, that would be great. Get a link or something.
Look at this. Light skin versus dark skin party. Look at this. Light skin versus
also the dark skin parties too.
Well, they say light skin versus dark skin parties.
That must have been that might be a party that just came together. They just had light skins and dark skins come in.
Look.
Doors. What they doing? Segregating each other now? What the fuck?
Look at this, man. Look at this, man.
Damn.
I'll tell you, man, dude. All right, guys. I'm gonna give you guys a little inside scoop. I used to be a promoter back in Chicago when I was in grad school, so I was connected to a lot of inside, exclusive events and stuff like that was common, man. There was a lot of exclusive parties where you got to be a certain person or a certain vibe to get in. That's how it was, and Chicago is known for that. Chicago is known for those intimate type parties.
Man.
Pooh Man, you right. Everybody was light skinned for at least a day or a week when they first came out. You know, the parents used to look at the ears to tell whether you were going to darken up or not. They look at your ears and say, okay.
Wait, hold up. Wasn't at one point fraternities and sororities back in the days you had to be a certain skin complexion to get?
Right.
Come on.
You talking about
school days.
No. This is true. Certain fraternities, I'm not going to call them out. They were known for exclusively targeting a certain skin complected person.
Wow.
I don't notice that.
Maybe we just not sensitive enough to it because we're colorists somehow.
No, you guys are light skinned, so you got to pay attention to that.
Really?
No, brother. Hold on. Let me tell you something. I don't know how old you are.
I'm the only black person right in the middle between two light skinned dudes.
Oh hell, damn!
Look, I don't know how it was when you grew up. Now, back in the day, we had it for a moment. There was a good section we had it when Al B. Sure came out.
1984.
Prince is out.
Yeah, Prince, Michael, but then everything changed after that. Y'all got Michael Jackson. Y'all got all.
Mike went and died.
You know who changed the game for us? Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, when Wesley Snipes, it was over. It was a wrap. Y'all had the bald-headed black man took over.
Morris Chestnut.
Yeah, Morris Chestnut. All of that. That's when Dark came in, and all them girls just say, "I want a chocolate man." So it was over for us. They thought light-skinned brothers was weak, like we couldn't fight no more. We had to.
You guys were soft.
We always had to fight in the neighborhood. It was crazy.
Oh man.
But just think about the beef within the black community, man. Just for nothing.
That's all I can play of that.
It's all good.
Yeah, the whole colorism with that.
Hey.
But that's how it's always been, and it's sad that our community beef over every kind of division we have. I think white people just beef over who's poor, whether I'm poor or you're trailer park trash.
They do that. They do that definitely.
Yeah. But everything else, whatever.
I mean, it's no different than when you have the bourgeois versus the ghetto. Then you have the North versus the South. People calling the South, Southern people Bamas. There's always some type of division being created. What?
I said,
but it becomes, we still do. But that becomes monetary. Where we think of money that separates people. Right. Because the bourgeois blacks, those are the ones that got out, and it was like, well, we not like the Negroes over there. We different. We was the house Negroes, and we've kind of established us. Yeah.
Lord knows that was 4 generations prior. Our ancestor was dark as hell, but yet still we light skinned now. All of a sudden we were the house niggas. Okay.
Think about that. Hey, I want to ask a question then. All right. Since you want to bring up black and white, I just thought about something. Look, can you take our picture down? Take our picture down.
Yeah, hold on. There you go.
Irv Gotti, light skin.
Oh,
50 Cent, dark skin. Drake, light skin.
And
Kendrick Lamar,
dark
dark
skin.
skin.
Oh
Do you
shit.
think that's where that beef might start with something like that?
Oh,
Where,
he did some calculations, some triangulations and shit, and then came up with a goddamn theory.
I think within our community, and again, this is across from African Americans to the Caribbean to Africans, there is some type of, I don't want to say jealousy or envy or some type of tension between light skinned and dark skinned black people. I think there is some type of animosity. I think it is there, especially in the Caribbean. It is like colorism is fucking
the whole
huge.
thing is because you guys think light skinned people have an advantage in some
not-
way. And that's where the envy or the ego comes in. It begins with there is some type of advantage for being the tone that you are.
Well, I mean, I don't think that. Some people do, you know, like for instance, you know, this whole thing about colorism that black women tend to argue that most black men prefer lighter complected women, and that's not always the case. But in their mind, they think that that's you know that's what it is. So I think colorism is real. It is real, especially overseas. And black dark skinned people overseas are treated the worst, are placed in worse social and economic classes unless they play sports. It's no different.
We say
than
colorism is worldwide.
It is.
That's just blacks. But hold on. The only people that have color are black people.
That's
or shades of black.
No.
Who else has shades of black?
Color people.
I'm gonna tell you, my girl just sent me a video. I wish I can share it with y'all. She sent me a video of this other girl in a school that was getting her ass whooped because she's a morena. She's a darker skinned Filipino. And all
but it had to be some black in there.
All these other
black came in there from somewhere.
No, original Filipino natives are darker skinned. They are melanated. Yeah, they are very dark if you really want to look at it. If you look at the history of them. So the lighter skin ones, and a lot of them dye their skin. They still use, just like Japanese and all the Asian cultures, they dye their skin. Most Asian people have melanation in their skin. They dye their skin to look pale. So the ones that don't, and when they're born and they're young and they haven't started dying, those kids from an early age are taught to hate the color of the naturally melanated child. In that school, and she was getting her ass wore out. I mean, literally getting ripped from pillar to post by at least 10 girls in that school.
I mean,
that dark skinned Filipino couldn't fight. I thought the dark skins could fight
against 12 of them. I mean, against 12 of them.
It may take 12 light ones to boot one dark one. I guess that's what they're saying.
But it does exist, and I think there's a jealousy. I think the darkest skinned people are somewhat jealous or probably envious of their lighter skin complected comrades, where they feel like they get more better opportunities. I know in Brazil, that colorism is alive and well. Like being viewed as dark skin is not a positive thing in Brazil. As much as they try to say that, you know, oh, we're proud. No, most dark skinned people prefer white folks.
But when we went to Cuba, did you see that? I seen a lot of dark-skinned girls with dark and light white, like it was nothing. I mean, did you see it? Maybe we're just where we were at. It may have been different, but
I mean, Colombia is like that. I mean, most time they want you to date someone that's lighter. I mean, they wouldn't want to date someone.
They're trying to breed out the melanation.
There's a word for it too, man. I forgot what it's called, but they want to definitely whiten their race, and that's been like that all across Latin America and even Asia.
So, where do you think this all this beef started? Is it just through slavery? I mean, because it seems like if we could come together, but I can't even say that, man. We got beefs over everything. It goes way beyond the colorism. We beef about anything that we can do to divide us. And it doesn't have to be light skin, dark skin. I'm thinking Tupac and Biggie, they were two dark skinned brothers and they still fight. So it just becomes what?
I think it's hatred, jealousy. I think those two are the most common thing that actually cause beef. Because if you don't have any hatred in your heart or jealous, you have no reason to really hate, to have a beef with anybody in particular.
But let's just take Irv Gotti and 50 Cent. They both got money. They both was high in their own aspects. What we beefing over?
Something happened in the past. Something happened that traumatized 50, and he's not gonna let that shit go. Even now that Irv Gotti's gone, he has Ja Rule to focus on.
I took a screenshot of a conversation. Hold on one second. There was a legitimate beef that Irv Gotti admitted to blocking out 50 Cent from having access to something earlier in his career, and 50 Cent never let it go. And I forgot what the point was. Hold on. Oh, Irv Gotti had connections in the record and with a lot of the record labels and record companies. And basically Irv Gotti was blocking 50 Cent at the record labels because 50 Cent was talking crazy about him and his people. So in order for, I guess, 50 to get his record deal, Irv Gotti, because I think, didn't 50 Cent use a battle rap or something like that? And he was basically killing everybody. And so Irv blocked him.
I don't know how. I know people say Irv tried to delete 50 Cent. I don't know where that came about. Let's see. I just want to look that up.
We're all doing research. That's why we're all looking down. And I'm sorry, guys. We're trying to get answers. So give us a second.
Someone made an interesting comment. Is it P-Man 313?
Pooh Man 313.
Oh, Pooh Man. Irv tried to delete 50 Cent twice and blocked his music for years.
There it was. Yeah, that was it. And he admitted to it. So that was the original beef. And 50 Cent, like, I ain't letting that shit go.
Okay.
I think they say that, but think about it. Tupac said that my man tried to kill him, Biggie Smalls.
Mm-hmm.
And Biggie's like, I don't know what he's talking about. I have no idea. So I think sometimes a rumor happens, something takes place, and nobody knows the essence of it, and then we run with it. We say, oh, that's what happened. When we don't really know what happened.
Right. I agree with you there. A lot of rumors and innuendos have started plenty of battles.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't even rooted in truth.
Correct. And you don't know who's behind there pulling the strings or making it more than what it was, and just people never talked. Yeah, we're going to drop the link. Matter of fact, yeah, we're an hour in. We ain't got to go that long, maybe 2 hours a night. We're going to drop the link. One, we want to hear what kind of beef you got with whomever. Do you think you should forgive and forget before you go to the grave, before you end it all? And let's hear about some beefs, some famous beefs that kind of got out of hand. Beefs break up. You can have dynasties. What happened with Kobe and Shaq? Could have had a dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of beef over something stupid. We can't do it. It's like we get in our own way. All right, we got big Gans, we got buckets to come up. Let's go, guys. Now, who y'all beefing with? I think you pressing the same time as me. Yeah. Who you beefing with? Who you fighting with? And when does it come a time to just say, man, this is just enough?
About the 50 Cent beef. Well, first of all, it's finally glad to see the black man up there with the other two light skinned brothers on the top now.
Wow, we got to throw shots already, right?
About the 50 Cent beef, man. What I think that is, bro, I think that is just straight. I'm more petty than anything. That's just pettiness at this point. And if the rumors is true that he tried to off him twice and then you die before me, that's even crazy. And that's also letting other people know you fuck with me. Even after you dead, I'm going to get the last laugh regardless. That's really putting it out there. We all know 50's the GOAT. He is just as bad as being on the internet. When he comes for you, don't nobody want no smoke with him. We've all seen his track record. And this is his first public enemy, longtime enemy with Ja Rule and Irv Gotti from Jump Street. So we all know this. So he's letting them know, like, look, this doesn't. When you die, this does not die. I'm coming for your neck. I'm coming for everything. I'm laughing at you. I'm gonna, and he's gonna keep going harder. He just really don't care. And who gonna check him? Because you don't want no beef with 50.
But do you think Irv Gotti care about that now? He don't care.
I think Irv Gotti doing much of anything right about now.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think that means anything?
It's the piss on his legacy.
The principalities.
What Sun Tzu said, the art of war is when you destroy your enemies, make sure you destroy them like completely or something like that. You eradicate them, ain't no coming back. So that's one thing on that. And I just wanted to drop some knowledge from a wise man. Said this one time when it comes to beef. Quote, what's beef? Beef is when you make your enemies start your Jeep. Beef is when you roll no less than 30 deep. Beef is when I see you guaranteed to be in the ICU. I'm just saying. I was dropping that from my man Biggie Smalls right there. Shout out. Mm-hmm. So that's one of Biggie verses. For my beef, oh yeah, I got beef. Like y'all was talking about, yeah. My homeboy took my girl. Right? And like you said, yes, wasn't my girl if he was able to take her. Bet.
Yeah, he ain't take her. That's right.
Till this day, he is married and whatnot. I still know him. We cool, but I ain't bringing him around no bitch. And he get mad when I say that. I'm like, dog, I know who you are.
Why not? Oh man, I had a high school dude who's still my homie to this day. Took my girl, and you know what? I brought him around every girl because any girl that he could take from me is a girl I didn't want to marry.
Not my chick.
He was the test. And if you could take her, she wasn't for me. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. In fact, I give you permission to go after.
I don't care. I don't really. And what's crazy is so much beef. I don't even remember. It goes so long. You don't even remember why you fighting. It's just like, I just know I don't like you. I just know I don't fuck with you. It is what it is. I just know you crossed me somewhere and you on my shit list. I don't remember how you got there, but you here. So, hey, it is what it is.
He said, welcome aboard.
Hold up.
Fuck you.
My thing is this. He on your shit list. Where the girl at?
No, I'm not talking about him.
With another nigga.
I'm talking about Jim. The other bitch, I'm like,
but I'm saying we get mad at the dude. The dude, I didn't have a relationship.
He go checking out down the street to the next guy.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm just saying. That's my 2 cents.
So
50 got that.
I think we get mad at the wrong people when that happens. Big Gans, welcome to the show.
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, man? Brother?
Okay, wait, where y'all want me to start with this?
Wherever you want, 50, jump in.
50
the water is warm. The water is warm.
I don't want to hear no rumors. I know there's gonna be some rumors. I want to hear a little bit of facts.
This ain't no rumors.
He's like, I'm East Coast style. I'm gonna tell you.
And if you think what I'm saying is untrue, you can check with Flip Flop down in Sasua and he'll confirm it because he was there.
Oh shit. Go ahead and drop it.
Okay. This beef with Irv Gotti goes way back. And it's not really too much Irv Gotti. It's Supreme. You know what I'm saying? Supreme.
One of his guys, yeah.
Ain't one of his guys, no. Irv Gotti was one of Supreme's guys. Irv Gotti worked for Supreme. Supreme was the big dog out in Queens. Right? Supreme set 50 Cent up to get killed. If you've seen the movie Get Rich or Die Trying, that's not fictional. It's all facts. Right? Supreme set 50 Cent up to get killed. Supreme funded Murder Inc. Records. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Irv Gotti was in a position where he could put people on. He blocked 50 Cent from every record label in New York City, which is why 50 Cent had to go to the West Coast and sign with Dr. Dre and Eminem. Get what I'm saying? But before all of that happened, 50 Cent gets shot 9 times. Irv Gotti's taking money from Supreme. Supreme's funding the whole Murder Inc. records. And Ja Rule was just a puppet.
But that becomes, so let me analyze this. Then that becomes guilty by association, meaning was Irv Gotti a part of it? You know, say to do it?
Yes.
Or was
Yes.
you mean Irv Gotti tried to shoot 50? Or was it he just knew somebody that tried to shoot 50? That's different.
Supreme told Irv Gotti, listen, this is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? You either down with it or you gonna be 6 feet deep just like him.
So at the time, so help me with my memory. Was 50 Cent a rapper at the time he got shot? Because I thought he became a rapper after.
No, he was a rapper before. 50 Cent got put on by Jam Master Jay.
He was big in the mixtape.
We all know what happened to Jam Master Jay, which is all connected. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's guilty by association.
You part of the crew?
You can call it guilty by association, but what I'm saying is Supreme called all the shots.
Can I jump in real quick? As far as I remember, first time I heard 50, he was on Onyx's last album he dropped.
Yeah.
He's on the very last song of the Onyx album.
He was that, and we know who put Onyx out, Jam Master Jay. So once
Fearless,
Supreme
click on that link in the private chat.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it right now.
Once
But my thing is this. Do you think that Irv Gotti was more like, I'm just staying out of it because
no.
If this dude crazy enough to shoot somebody else, he might be crazy enough to shoot me.
He wasn't staying out of it. And the reason why Murder Inc. and Irv Gotti went to trial on racketeering charges is because of their whole ties with Supreme. All right? So once again, Supreme calling the shots. Now, Supreme says, listen, we're not letting this dude rock in New York City. Talking about 50 Cent. Nobody is to sign him, but yet Jam Master Jay is still pushing him. So Supreme says, listen, didn't you hear what I said? Jam Master Jay said, I don't give a fuck what you saying. There we go. Jam Master Jay. Now he's laying 6 feet deep.
But imagine this. If I'm 50, I would say this. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you for what? For
the blessing you gave to me for letting me go out to the West Coast blew me up way more with Eminem and Dr. Dre.
That's the work 50 Cent put in. But see, now 50 Cent goes over there, and you think Supreme's reach was only in New York City? Supreme.
I'm not from New York, so that New York gang stuff never kind of went out to where I was at. So I don't, I know y'all use the names like Supreme, and he was big in New York, but we wasn't Supreme where we was at.
Supreme makes a phone call to Suge Knight. Hence the beef with Suge Knight and Dr. Dre. This is big. This is big underworld stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not just New York City. Supreme's reach was on the West Coast also. And if you look into those records, Murder Inc. was cool with what's his name? Suge Knight.
Death Row Records.
Right. So it's big. Everything started with Supreme, and none of this is fabricated. It's they got DVDs on it. 50 Cent did a whole movie on it. He did a whole album on it. That is 50 Cent's whole life.
So is the dude Supreme dead or alive?
No, he's in jail for life. He's in a
So
jail
he
under
still got
jail.
reach?
No, he's in a jail under a
Oh.
jail.
Must be
23-hour
in
lockdown.
Colorado then. Yeah,
23-hour
Colorado,
lockdown. Federal
All
prison.
in all, 50 came out on top after everything they tried to do. Everybody tried to hold him down, end up being taken down some which way, form or another. They lost. Well, they didn't. He won more than they lost.
So, all right. So my question would be this: Where did the beef with Supreme and 50 Cent start then?
That goes deep in the streets in Queens. Now you would have to ask Flip Flop all of that, because like I said, he was there. He's the person in this travel space that was from Southside Queens, witnessed all of that shit happen. He actually tells a story on his podcast that they were all in the studio waiting for 50 Cent to come there the night that he got shot.
Wow.
Just think, man, all the money we losing just because of some. I guess what I want to know what the origination of the beef was, because it looked like if they was Supreme must have been in the dope gang, 50 was in the dope gang. I don't think 50 was at the I guess at the level Supreme was. So why does it, did he steal from him? Did he take his block? A block that we didn't even have. I always wonder about that.
Yeah,
Well,
that
Shah Sun said
Southside-
it really wasn't beef. It was a generational thing. Supreme was an 80s guy, 50 was a 90s guy, and they never connected, so it was friction. You agree with that?
Well, no. 50 Cent came up under Supreme. 50 Cent was one of his underlings at one time. But 50 Cent had the balls to say, listen, not doing everything you telling me to do. He went against him.
So basically, 50 was carrying his crates.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that pretty much if you want to put it in that type of perspective.
That's the old term saying, you used to carry the crates of me, the old crates of the records and all that. Yeah.
Right. But then there's rumors that Supreme had 50 Cent's mother killed. So all of this is old Southside Jamaica Queens stuff. All of this shit goes back to the 80s. And with Supreme,
Southside, you from this area, man? I mean, because you kicking out some other information like 50 Cent expected Supreme to deal with him over Ja Rule because Ja Rule wasn't from that lifestyle. I've heard that rumor. Ja Rule really wasn't from the streets. When he didn't, 50 Cent felt a certain type of way.
Right.
But there goes that beef again. Why is it only in our community? In order to be a rapper or something, you got to be from the streets. And then they talk about, oh, he don't write his own lyrics. Well, one of the biggest songs was Whitney Houston. Dolly Parton wrote that song. And ain't nobody saying, oh, you just couldn't sing it.
But like you said,
Fearless rap music originated in the street.
I know, but I'm saying it did, but so what if somebody wrote your lyrics? NWA, Ice Cube was writing most of their lyrics. Easy E couldn't write no lyrics. Ain't nobody saying, oh man, you ain't write that. And I just don't understand why we have all these.
If you're selling it, if you're selling the lifestyle and you didn't come from it, I guess that's kind of a farce. But as for what you're saying earlier about why people beefing, they don't really beef like that. They call it feuds, right? It's like family feuds going back and forth, long generations from some BS, right? And also, we don't hear this in country music or any other genre of music of these people going back and forth in their music. It seems to be when it comes to like real beef is ours. But I did see something. I watched the whole seasons, the whole series of Billions. That's a really good show if you're a money man. But the way they beefed on that was bonkers. You right, generational. Oh man, these god damn, they destroyed industries just to get back at people, but I guess every culture have their own general way of beefing.
That's what I said. Monetarily, if you look at Thomas Edison and Tesla, you know, that was about trying to. Yeah, that was a money beat, but they don't do it the same way. Like I gotta, you know, do that. I think that's just us.
Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all remember back in the 80s, the first George Bush president? He made the big speech.
I call him Daddy Bush. What's up?
He made
and his son said, "I got to go after him."
About his war on drugs, and they killed that cop up there in New York City. Remember the cop killing Edward Byrne?
Was it George Bush or Reagan? I couldn't remember.
No, that was under George Bush.
Okay.
And George Bush was holding up Edward Byrne's badge. That was Supreme that had that cop killed.
Yeah, he was sitting out somebody's house watching.
He was sitting in front of somebody's house.
So I guess that information is already out there. That's why he's up underneath.
Yeah, all of this is public information.
I know you busting.
If it wasn't public information, I wouldn't be on here talking it.
Okay, I'm about to say, better get you a vet.
Yeah,
that's when they came and just raided. When they killed the cop, it was pretty much they brought that heat on themselves after that.
Yeah, that's when New York City came up with TNT, Tactical Narcotics Team. They was busting in everything. That's when you saw on the West Coast, on the LA side, they was busting it. They had them tanks with the battering rams and all of that. All of that was under George Bush, TNT. Yeah. And Supreme comes from Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols.
God damn, bro, you writing a documentary? You got it all.
All of this stuff goes back. It's documentaries on it. You know what I'm saying? There's a guy on YouTube. Damn, what's his name? We was just watching him yesterday. And oh man, he was talking about the lady that Jay-Z is in business with, the Spanish lady. And she ratted on a whole bunch of Colombian drug lords. She got caught with 30 pounds of cocaine coming from Puerto Rico.
You talking about Desiree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew Desiree from Vegas.
Yeah. Now, there's a guy, a Spanish guy, he's on YouTube, and he talks about all the New York City street shit that happened back in the 80s and the 90s. I can't remember his fucking name. God damn, we were just watching him yesterday too.
What you think about this situation with Little Meech, Big Meech, and him interfering with 50 Cent to where 50 Cent called a halt to the production of BMF?
I think Big Meech messed up that bag. I mean, 50 Cent, he threw you the pass and you fumbled it.
But why would 50 Cent interrupt his own money? How would Big Meech affect 50 Cent?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. 50 Cent seemed to mess up his own money.
You know why? Because 50 Cent is getting so much money from Power. He doesn't need it's called Power Universal. Power Universe, right.
Right. Because he's going to come back out with a prequel to Power.
Yeah. 50 Cent is really in that CBS building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
ownership
he doesn't need BMF.
Then why? Okay, let's talk about that. When do you transcend the beef, man? At what age? At what age? Or what monetary value? When do you get to the point where you transcend the beef? Where it's like, I'm beyond that. What I have done is show them who I am.
I don't think it's ever gonna stop.
I don't think beef ever stops either. I mean, I think one of the things that I hear you guys often say, "Oh, it's black folks," but it ain't black folks.
No,
everyone beefs. I mean, if you talking about beef has been going on since the beginning of time. If there was a Native American who had a hunting ground and another group of Native Americans trespassed on his hunting ground, there was a beef. You know, don't come on my land.
But there was a respect. It was almost like I could kill him, but I respected him.
No,
did it all the time.
No, Indian Nations Ward. We not gonna bypass that. Indian Nations.
Yeah, no, not war, but you still have respect for somebody.
The respect might have been like, well,
just like two gladiators go in there, and it's like I killed him, but I respect him.
the respect might be I killed him, but I'll make sure I'll take care of his wife and kids. That might be the respect.
I was just in the car and we were talking about some gangs. All right. And they were talking about the two different gangs. One, I want to say, man, I can't remember the island. Oh, Jamaica. Now, if you walk in Jamaica and I got a beef with you and I see you with your family, whatever happens, it didn't happen that day. And I wanted to talk about Trinity about this. In Trinidad, if they see your mama walking and they couldn't get to you, they're going to kill your mama and your grandma. That's the different kind of beef I'm talking about.
That's very true.
What are you beefing about? You had to go after somebody that was innocent, that had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, because you're trying to hurt them
It's
as
like,
much
what
as
did you
possible.
prove?
Showing them you don't really care. Anybody could get it. Anybody who you know. What's really gutter is you take out everybody that they know, that they love, that they touch, and you leave them alone. You leave them alive to live with that pain and regret. Nobody gonna want to talk to you. Nobody gonna want to befriend you because they're gonna be fair to get got next.
Right.
Yeah.
So American Talk Live asked me, said, would I stop after being shot 9 times? Well, the thing was, am I going to go after the person who shot me so I guess here comes the question.
No,
are you going to go after the person who shot you? No, that's what I'm saying. So you either have to look at it two different ways.
That's a yes or no. That's a yes or no question.
Can I answer the question, bro? Damn, bro. I'm answering it. I'm saying there's two ways you can look at it. Either I'm going to go after the person that shot me. Why would I go after they? So this is what I'm saying. Either I'm going to do the Kaiser Sose and go after everybody they know, or I'm just going to go after the person that shot me. So the person I am is I'm going to go after the person that shot me.
Well, what if you can't get to the person that shot you because that person is in a jail under a jail? So you're gonna go after everybody that was associated with him. That's what 50 did.
Why would I do that? I'm not taking out innocent people. Because that means if I start taking that innocent person out, that means my mom, my sister, my kid, my people who have nothing to do with anything that was here, all of a sudden becomes a target.
50 is playing chess. You know what I'm saying? 50 done read that book 50 times.
Yeah, the
48 But it'd be different. Hold on.
48,
but it would be different.
Laws of power.
Here's the thing.
50 laws of power with him.
This is what 50 also said. 50 got too much to lose. See, there's somebody who out there who says, I don't care about my kids. I'll go after your kids. And it'll be a whole different story if somebody killed 50 Cent's little kid, his girl, people like that.
Ooh,
and there's guys out there. There's guys out there, but there's guys out there who don't have anything to lose. Now, when I say I'm not afraid of nobody, I take that back. I am afraid of people who have nothing to lose because those are the most dangerous people there are. See, when you got something that you can think about, like, maybe I don't, if I killed him, I got to spend this life in jail. Is it worth it? Yeah, you do some things, but there's people who don't think like that. And 50 Cent might be going against those people.
Wait a minute, Fearless. Few months ago or last year, you went to go show up at a bar
to take one person out.
Come there for that smoke.
Exactly. I wasn't going after their family.
That's all, bro. He pulling your car.
I'm going after that person. That's what I'm saying. I'm going after that person.
No, but the thing is that you got more to lose than that man did, and you showed up there anyway.
Oh, we're going on
now, Paul Milner, please come to the principal's office. Paul Milner, please come to the principal's office. Thank you.
Now, if it came down to let's pull out a gun or something like that.
But how about that man did pull a gun on you, brother? That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna call 911. I'm calling 911. If we come in that, then we have to take it to a whole nother level. If we come in there like men, we're gonna do it like men. If you want to take it to a whole nother level, now we got to settle things entirely different. But that would mean if he showed up with his wife in the car, then I'm like, well, I can't get him. I'm gonna shoot his wife. I wouldn't do that.
Well,
you might not know anything about
it. Because the mafia had rules. There were certain things that you just did not touch within the mafia, and if you broke that rule, then you and your family would be killed. So it was only
here go the thing.
Soldiers.
I want to address this.
I was just gonna.
Jared Wells says, "You non-street dudes keep speaking." You know what? This is the best thing somebody said. I was from the street. And when somebody said you changed, I was like, hell yeah, I changed. I changed my address, my phone number, and my zip code because I knew what it was like growing up there. And I knew the people I surrounded myself with. And I didn't want to be surrounded with someone. So I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm a street dude. I'm 50-something years old. What the hell I'm talking about? I'm still a street dude. That's the bullshit to get us where we at now. But I'll read it. You non-street dudes, stop talking stuff you don't know nothing about and asking that man almost lost his life to have empathy. And sometimes you just got to say, man, it's done. What am I gonna do now? I'm gonna go 50 Cent gonna order a hit on somebody?
Yeah, I really gotta
You
listen
still
to that
talking about that?
beef track one more again, man. He dropped some gems in that, all in there about how the beef go and whatnot. I'm not gonna lie, I still bump that album to this day. So get at a world.
But y'all talking about this in the number one gangster movie y'all talk about is Scarface. And the rule Scarface wouldn't do was kill the kid. That's why he got in beef with the Colombians, because he was supposed to kill the guy. So y'all forget that part of the movie. He was supposed to kill the guy and he didn't. Why? Because the guy was with his family. He said, there's some things lines I won't cross. Y'all all want to talk about, say hello to my little friend, but y'all forget that there were some lines that people didn't cross, no matter what gangster y'all was. So if y'all going to talk about it, talk about it.
Yeah, he said, you want me to kill a man with his wife and his kids? I can't have that on my conscience.
Yeah. So there's some lines when y'all say y'all gangster, the gangsters don't cross.
But 50 isn't gonna. He's not gonna send no hits at nobody and none of that. But he is gonna troll him to death. He gonna laugh, make jokes, and all of that stuff.
Yeah, I can understand doing all that while the dude is alive. I can even understand, but there comes a point we say, all right, what did I win? You won. Your silence would have been more powerful than you talking.
I don't know. I think that you know what, the man, he, like he said, he took the 9 shots. He can say what he want to say.
But he didn't take the 9 shots from Irv Gotti. If you want to go after somebody, go after the dude who shot him.
Part of the kebab that ordered it, then yeah, everybody who was on that table.
No, see, this is how y'all figure this. That means this is what happens in a black neighborhood. Somebody, I was a Crip, and somebody who was some blood shot me, and now I'm gonna roll down the street and shoot anybody in red. But that's how it is. When you part of that organization, I'm shooting everybody.
But you just missed what Big Game said. Big Game said that the doors were shut on 50. That's what he remembered. Yo, this guy was closing doors on me when I could have been up and running in the rap game. And it took me a little bit longer to go to where I went. Now, did it work out for him? Yes, it did. But in his mind, he's like, this guy was shutting doors on me.
And he tried to kill me.
No, he didn't try to kill him.
But
he didn't give the order, but he knew it was gonna happen.
Right. So that's what he's saying. He's like, man, this person was closing doors on me, wouldn't allow me to breathe in New York. I had to move out. I had to go somewhere else and get it.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't have no problem with 50. I don't have no problem with 50 and what he did, to be honest with you. Like I said, it really reminds me of that Boondock episode. That's the one, that little clip I sent you with Grandpa was beefing with his friend from back in the days, and he would never mess with him, never talk to him. And when the friend died, he asked in his will, he said, hey, will you at least give my eulogy? So, Grandpa gave the eulogy, and he, went to read the will, and he thought he was getting something. And as soon as he read the will, he was like, yo, here's these nuts. These nuts, nigga, from the grave. Y'all remember that? These nuts from the grave. Cold-blooded. He said, you can't get me back now. These nuts.
I'm looking at it right now. They got a bottle of these nuts in there.
Yeah. Damn.
He made a video like, I got
you are in my will. Just let you know. So just let you know, Ron. I got an idea. It's not original.
But So I guess the show is talking about beefs, man. I guess as you I hear the thing, man. I understand what y'all saying. I've been there, done that, and I just think when you get older and you see and you look at your life and you say, I have less years to live than I have lived, you start to see what comes important to you, and some of those things just aren't important. That's why we were talking about. There's guys out there like Bacchus who still got beef with his high school sweetheart. And he's like, yeah, brother, that's 30 years ago. She got kids and grandkids by now. Probably got great grandkids.
She was Spanish,
but we
too.
still hold it.
She probably do got great grandkids by now.
So at what point do we just say, is it? Because one generation ain't nobody gonna remember it. That's like when I bring up.
It's an individual choice.
I guess it is.
It's an individual choice. That person has to make the choice to say, I'm going to move on. And one person is going to say, I don't have the choice. I'm not messing with you ever again. Don't come in my life. Don't come in my spirit. Don't come around my family. Nothing. I'm not dealing with you.
Don't they say that those mental problems could form actual physical ones? You holding on to this hate, this rage, this anger towards whatever the case may be. Woke up with a big old knot in your neck from you don't know what. And nothing you do makes it go down. It's like you do it to yourself. So it's a health thing also. So that's when most people, when they get up in age, then they want to start apologizing and I'm sorry and all that. It's like, damage done been done.
But I really think that happens for people who see someone on the regular. Now, if I moved across country and you moved across country somewhere else and we don't see each other,
out of mind.
We out of sight, out of mind. Now, when we get together, because I had a similar situation to this myself, where I had a friend of mine did me wrong, never messed with him, but everybody kept saying, "Man, you need to talk to him, man. He might be going through something. He might be sick or whatnot." I was like, what? Everybody started pulling on my heartstrings. No, talk to him, man. Talk to him. See what he want.
And you talk to him.
I did talk to that nigga. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't talk to him. Shit.
I talked to the nigga and I was like, what? He was like, man, I just want to say I'm sorry for what and I want you to, I want you to meet my kids. I want you to, to see my life. And so I was like, man, you forget all that. Exactly. That's what I said.
What, he stole your girl?
What did he do that was so wrong, and how long ago before did he do it?
This was a long time ago, but this.
Goddamn, see. You think he the same?
That's what I said. I don't care. I don't care this with me now. He's out of sight, out of mind. But what I'm saying is that when everybody started approaching me about, maybe dying or something, I was like, I don't know what the hell's going on with the nigga, man. Why are you trying to get in touch with me? I ain't never reached out to him for 20 some years. All right. So what happened was,
that's what I mean.
Let him tell the story.
Years, Drew,
can he tell the story? Let him tell the story.
I want to know what happened.
So am I.
Yeah. So what happened was, it was over a girl, of course.
Oh, damn. You messed up, Drew. You messed up. That's it. You're over a girl that
wise man says not yours. It's just your turn.
It wasn't yours. It was your turn.
Let me finish the story. Go ahead. It was over a female. My man came into town. He bust my girl down, left. Being the girl, her friend told me all about it. Of course, we break up, probably a year passed. He come back into town. He come back into town with his wife and kid and come over to my house, my mom's house, and I'm there. And he comes in there like, everything's all good,
Did you
here's
fuck
my
his
wife. And he's like, everything's all good and whatnot. This my wife, this my daughter. I'm like, yo, let me holler at you real quick in my room real quick. I shut the door and I went upside his head. And I was like, yo, what the fuck
you the problem, Drew. I was with you, Drew. I was with you.
Congratulations, you played yourself. Congratulations, you played yourself.
Exactly. You Drew. I was with you.
No, Drew didn't play himself. The dude played himself for coming
over. No. Both of them played themselves. You want to know why?
Why?
I know dudes that are laying in their grave right now because they was beefing over a chick that had babies by 5 other mother lovers. You know what I'm saying? He bust your girl down. That chick was a hoe. You knew what she was from that. Let her go, forget about it, and move on.
Exactly. Hey, big games, and fearless. I respect that. I respect that. But this is the thing. I know. Why come over to my house?
Thank you.
But
Why
what you should have done, hold up.
Why come to my house?
No, because what you should have done was say, thank you, brother. You helped me. You saved me from messing with a hoe and marrying somebody, losing half my money, get married to her and finding out somebody else took her. And I find out 5 years later that the baby ain't
play in my
even
motherfucking face. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Just don't play in my face. Don't about the goddamn life.
Stupid. Like I'm Boo Boo the Fool.
Yeah, you bring your wife,
like you
bring your wife over to my house, your wife and child, and for respect of your wife and child, I don't tell her what you did when you were here.
I would have told her
in front of the child,
and you shouldn't have
in the back room.
He said I would have told her.
I would have
to do what? To fight him over what? Hold up. You fighting him over some chick that ain't with you, that don't care about you.
It wasn't no fight, man. It wasn't no fight. It was I went upside his head, and he said,
but you went upside of his head.
He said, I need to get up out of this house.
Over a chick. Over a chick, man.
Yep.
I
got my get back.
What get
back? The girl got the get back.
Let me say this. It wasn't even about the chick. It was about the disrespect of you showing up in my motherfucking house, even after the whole ordeal was over and I was over it. Don't come in my motherfucking face playing. I don't know you. I don't associate myself with you. Get the fuck up out of here. Why can you leave?
I would have went upside his head too. He'd show up at my doorstep.
Thank you. That's disrespect, period. It has nothing to do about fighting about that bitch. That bitch could be gone. I don't give a fuck about that bitch. You show up in my face, playing in my face like that, like I associate with you. I've disassociated myself with you. Don't show up in my face playing.
That was the thing.
So did you go, Drew? Did you go upside the chick's head?
For what? Nope. She's a gone memory.
She was long gone.
Why not?
Yeah.
But you knew it. Why when you see her, was it on?
Playing on your face.
When you seen her, was it on? Like I'm gonna punch her in the face.
No, it wasn't on. It wasn't on.
That was his man though. That's why he went up inside. That was his man. His man knew that was his girl. Same thing happened to me. But I get it. But my question is, Drew, did you holler at the wife? That's how you're supposed to do that.
No, like I said,
since you want to quote Biggie Smalls, Biggie Smalls said.
No, the story is
Biggie Smalls said this.
They came in town, and they stopped by our house, and he was like, hey, Mrs. So and so, this my wife, this my daughter, dapping me up. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga in my house.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, but my mom ain't know none of this beef. She's sitting around there with the wife and the daughter. I'm like, yo, come, let me holler at you real quick. And it was on from there. And as soon as that happened,
so your ego was hurt. Your ego and pride was hurt. That's all it was.
It's called disrespect.
That's what it was. Your ego and pride was hurt.
Disrespectful.
No,
hold up, Drew, stop. Drew, stop for a second.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Before they came on, Ronan, what did we say? Before they came on, I said this. If I seen a chick that did something a long time ago or was with somebody else, what am I going to do? If I show emotion and I'm mad that she was somebody else, that means I still care about her. If I see my ex with anybody, I'm like, man.
It's not
so
about
Drew, what happened was you was in your feelings, man. You were still hurt that somebody busted your chick.
It didn't
somebody
have to
could
do
take
with
your
that.
girl.
Like I said, the fact is, you come over to my house like everything is all good.
Let's
like I'm looking at like, yo, my mom has fed you. You done came and spent the night at my house. Things like that.
Did your mom feed the girl? The girl spend the night over your house?
Oh no, we don't shack up like that.
But I'm just saying, you mad at the wrong person, man. You mad at the wrong person.
No, I'm
Don't
not
keep
mad.
being mad at this dude.
No, I'm good, brother.
Drew,
I'm good.
Listen to this.
Don't you listen to these funky ass niggas tell you shit.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
I just never get mad at some dude.
Nah,
because
man,
that just let me know what kind of chick she was.
The thing about it, man, like I said, I think we all here fathers, and I was raised on, always honoring my mother and father. And for me, that was a dishonor for come over my house. Don't come over to my house with that stuff, bro. I don't need to see you, man. And I'm gonna go upside your head if you come to around my.
Then what you do is you meet him at the door. You say, "Bruh, I know what you did."
My mama done let him in though. My mom done let him in. And I was like, "What the hell?"
Then you just say, brother, you can kindly excuse yourself. And Bacchus, since you wanted to quote the rapper, the best thing Biggie said, why blow up my spot? Because we both got hot. Why you want to tell on him? Now you want to tell on him. You want to get, see, that's the get back. Y'all jealous, man. Jealous dudes. You want to get him back because of what he did to you. Because you couldn't do that.
Shit.
Let that shit go, man. Telling on some dude, some other man. You want to ruin his marriage because you couldn't fuck his girl. Come on, man. That's some childish shit. Y'all gotta be older.
Drew, me and my mother would have had it out too.
So I would say, have you guys ever seen this movie called Adulterers 2015?
Oh,
no. You gotta check it out. And I don't want to give out the whole thing, but it's most definitely under the radar, like something you really, really. I ain't gonna watch it.
I want to
tell you what it is. Spoiler warning. So basically, man, woman sleeping with each other. Husband comes home, catches his wife in bed with this brother, right? Mad as hell, has a gun, holding him at gunpoint, like, yo, I'm raging out here. Finds out who the dude is, grabs his cell phone, makes him call his wife and tell his wife that he was cheating. Wife gets on the phone with the gunman, the boyfriend. They have a conversation. He gives her the address.
That's predictable.
Girlfriend comes over, found a little Asian piece right there with the two people who were sleeping with each other sitting right there. The boyfriend fucked homeboy's girl right in front of him. I made them both watch. That's a great movie, boy. You got to check that. I'm adding that to my list now. I forgot all about it. That's how you get back. That's a get back.
Yeah, well, let's welcome to the live stream.
All it did was turn into a freaky party.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yo, it's funny you said that because I was watching and Ronnie, you'll know this movie.
Man, I wish I could get my dude Carlos.
I was watching Jarhead a few weeks ago, and there's a part in Jarhead with the dude. I guess he had cheated on his wife, but she sent a videotape.
Oh yeah, him fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
see, I wish
Jody.
I wish. See, this is how y'all know how to do it, man. I wish my man, I could get him up here. I wish he was. I'll just say Los because I won't say his name. We out one day, having dinner, eating or something. And this my homie. Where was we at? We were somewhere, and I said, man, I got to get home because I'm gonna have this girl come over. He's like, what girl you messing with? I showed him the picture. Now we all worked with her. He ain't saying nothing right then. He's like, for real? Okay. Later on, he came back. He's like, I've been busting that down. I was like, for real? You been busting it down? I said, man, so this is what we did. We both busting it down. We not mad. He said, shit, invite her over. I'm gonna be upstairs. I'm gonna be in the bedroom. Invite her over, get her butt naked, and I'm gonna walk in. I'm like, all right, let's do this. So I get her butt naked. He walk in like, hey, what's up? And she like, oh, no. He's like, look, you don't have to run. It ain't no fun if my homie can.
But see, here's
the thing. She felt that she got up and ran because she felt embarrassed. But we didn't feel embarrassed. Why would I be mad at him?
But Fearless, here's the difference. Here's the difference. You had somebody who had openly communicated with you what was going on. And this wasn't no open communication with me. I've been in the same situation. I done had a family member, cousin of mine. We were busting out the same chick. We were talking about it like, oh, hey, it is what it is. As long as open communication, letting me know.
So is it the fact that you knew him? So what would you have rather you not know the guy who's busting down your girl?
Bro, it's not that. It's called being a sneaky ass ninja.
No, I'm asking. Would you have rather it been someone you didn't know bust down your girl and you didn't find out till later on?
Would I rather it been somebody I didn't know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the fact that you just knew him was that was the issue. So let's just say that you didn't know the dude. Then you see the dude later. You want to fight him?
No, because the dude ain't showed up in my house.
Thank you. The dude wouldn't have showed up at his house. That's the point.
Like everything's all good.
Came disrespectfully to my house, knowing damn well I don't associate with your ass and knowing what you did.
I could see it being your wife. How many chicks you done busted after that, man? You done busted so many chicks after that. That girl's probably meaningless to you.
That's why you should have gotten his wife. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I didn't give a fuck if it was my wife. My mentality when I left to go to any kind of deployment, whatever she did, she did. Whatever the fuck I did, I did. If she was home, whatever nigga was stoking her wasn't good enough to keep her from me. I'm not fucking worried about that bullshit. I'm not going to drive myself nuts trying to do and live my life worrying about some chick. Ain't no fucking way. I would have got my ass killed. Ain't no way I'm letting no woman dictate how my mindset is when it comes down to whether she sleep. There's another fucking woman around the goddamn corner. What
Plus,
she
just a
won't
look
do,
better than
somebody else.
you, give head better than you.
I don't know why y'all get so fixated like you can't replace her. She can't replace, maybe she can't replace you, depending on what type of dude you are. But I can replace her in a heartbeat. That's the mentality I've always had with any woman I ever dealt with.
I don't chase them, I replace them.
Period. So when
let's welcome to
I was gone for over a year. You think I was wary?
Hey, brothers, I'm going to drop off the panel. Thank you for allowing me up. And y'all have a good weekend. All right. I'll talk to y'all later.
Drew, if I come over your door, man, I ain't know nothing. I ain't been with nobody you been with, brother. We all good. Don't hit me up in your mama bedroom, man. Don't take me in there and give me a 2-piece. I'm too old now, man.
Yeah,
I said last year at the fall minor. Yeah.
Hey, brother, don't come over to my mama house with that drum.
I'm just coming over your mama house for some cornbread, man.
I want
some cornbread,
a pie and some whipped cream.
Yeah, that's all. Hey, let's welcome to the broadcast American Law. He did say he had 2 stories he needed to tell us about. Go ahead, brother.
Bring the weed. He got a story to tell.
He got a story to tell.
Greetings,
Richard,
to the
you ain't
panel.
fall asleep on us. Okay, I want to make sure you weren't sleeping on us.
I was waiting for my turn.
Okay.
Greetings. I was waiting for you to throw the rock. Greetings to the panel, and greetings to the chat. Bacchus, you just stole my intro line. I got a story to tell. Since it's Biggie night.
Yeah, it's Biggie night, bro. That thing's a Bible, bro. I swear. Every situation.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
All right, so look, and at my age, I still play that song when I'm in that mood. It's really the beat that's so wicked on that song, but I'm not going to go off on that. But look, I got 2 quick stories. One story is when I was a teenager, we were in gangs back in. Huh?
You can remember back there?
Don't distract me, Ronan.
Facebook stories told them that's what had happened.
Check it. So I went to, my 9th grade class early morning. We had been out in the streets the night before. The opposition was out there. We chased them off. The next day, a gang of them walked up on me. I was with the homie. He walks away. And they came right.
You got to get his ass beat.
Yeah, they came. No, they came right to me, and because I'm light skinned, so I got into a situation where I hurt the dude. I cut him, and he suffered a lifetime scar from it. Now I got out as a kid with no record on self-defense, just a couple of months of probation, because I was a good kid. I had good grades, but don't punch me in the face because I'm light skinned. All right, now, so fast forward, probably 20 years later, he was a barber. I could still see the scar that I put on him, and I let him cut my hair.
You brave man.
I hope you weren't trying to get no tight fade or razor.
Wait. Yeah, you let him cut your hair. You didn't let him shave you.
I had a high top, man.
We're talking Philly in the 80s, okay? In the late 80s.
Did he recognize you?
Say again?
Did he recognize you though?
Of course. Yeah, I let him cut my hair several times. He was a new barber in the shop. I've got one last story to tell you. He was a new barber in the shop, and his chair would be empty. And I'd been going to that shop before he got there. I sat down. I'm still here.
So do you think that says something about his maturity to say this happened at one time and I'm not that same person and you're not that same person and we can move on from that?
I'll mature.
Yeah.
But what's be for real? Story number 2. I used to do internet radio. I had a studio. I had a cat who used to, one of them rah-rah dudes out of New York. God bless his soul, man. Yeah, I know how y'all do, man. I don't think y'all hands is as good as Philly dudes' hands, but I'm gonna leave that off. But look, so I had known him probably for 7 years or more, and we would see each other every now and then, and we used to be really close. But our lives took different. This was in LA. Our lives took different directions. And one day I was on tilt, going to get me another bottle. I saw him in the market. He was a clean living dude, but he was really one of them dudes in New York. He really was, with the baseball bat. And I know y'all know what that's like. He had been an addict. He was in recovery for probably well over a decade, but I was on tilt, and he was kind of beef about that. You need to clean yourself up. I'm like, nah, this is my temple. I'm a party in it like it's 1999 until it's not. But anyway, I saw him at the CVS in LA. I said, hey, we talking for a minute. And then I said something to him that he didn't like. I don't even know what I said because I was on tilt. By the time it was all said and done, we was outside. Because I was on tilt, in his face. Now look at this dude as like a brother to me, right? He is one of the unknown legends of hip hop because he was a photographer, and he had this catalog of incredible black and whites and colors. He still does. His name is Talib Haq, in case you want to look him up. Incredible collection of photographs that he had front stage access to all the greats coming out of New York back then. So I respected him, but I looked at him as my brother. By the time we got outside, I'm in his face. You know how you rah-rah dudes do? He pushed me with his left elbow and swung on me with his right and clocked me right at the tip of my chin as I was doing an Ali lean back. Pow! But he had pushed me, so I fell to the ground because I'm tipsy. I got up off the ground. I said, I want that get back. People pulled us apart. I'm like, I'm going to get you. And there are times happenstantially that I would drive by his crib and see his car outside, like, oh, yeah, you pinned now. Because he had a unique color on a Chrysler 300 in LA. It wasn't until like maybe I let that go. It wasn't until about 5 or so years later that one of our mutual homies told me he had passed from natural causes. I kept that beef in my heart until I was ready to let it go, which was before that happened. We never communicated again. And I had a pin where I could like, oh, you want that get back, man? And I'm like, why would I waste all this time? And I let it go. When I learned he passed, I still remember him. We had so many good times until that one day. Those are my 2 stories about beef.
No, that's what we're talking about, Richard. Is there a part in your life where it's just not worth it no more? We carrying and holding this grudge and this anger and this stuff. Maybe we avoid somebody.
Quick answer, Phyllis. You shoot me 6 times and one in the jaw, 9 times. I'm sorry, and put one in my face. You have that 50 Cent. Y'all call him petty. He has PTSD.
No, but Richard, Irv Gotti didn't shoot him. That's like saying Ronan shoots you and you mad at me because I know Ronan.
I don't understand what Big Gans explained to you that you're not comprehending, because you're a very comprehensive man, a good brother.
No, but that's what I'm saying is that's like Ronan shoots you, and I know Ronan, and now you mad at me.
Well, wait, I
didn't shoot you, man.
You shoot me and I live.
No.
And I see
Ronan shoots you. Ronan
right.
shoots you.
And Ronan shoots me.
I know Ronan.
Live.
And I've dealt with Ronan.
I
talked to Ronan. And
you coming after me, you go after him.
Yeah.
That's how beef
Hold
works.
on,
If I get rolling, I'm gonna get his
Okay,
boy.
so this is a story about beef, right? And I'm gonna put it in park. Give me one last second. Ronan shoots me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him again, but I see you.
Correct.
Run the lyrics, Big Gans.
Yo, that's how beef
Say
goes.
that again.
That's how beef works. They wrote a song about it. I'll put it in part. Thank you.
No, but does that make sense to you?
No, it's not supposed to.
Yeah, that's exactly why I was never in the streets.
That's
beef. It don't make sense.
Bro.
We can tell, Ronan.
Because it doesn't make sense.
Not that I didn't grow up in the hood. I just didn't hang out on the street.
Well, let me sing the song to you. Man to man is so unjust. Children, you don't know who to trust. Your best friend can be your enemy, yeah. And your worst enemy, your best friend. That's Bob Marley.
Y'all could have learned that from Sun Tzu. That's where he took that from.
That is Sun Tzu.
I know that.
I know you know that. Marine, jarhead. So my point being that I just wanted to add this to the beef issue. There are going to be two ends of that spectrum throughout one's life. And I'm not done yet. But I am in Thailand, in the beautiful city of Chonburi, living my best life.
Okay.
That's the best part about leaving the States is that I got a chance to really I forgot everything.
And it's lunchtime there.
Yeah. I don't like the food though.
You don't like Thai?
How you don't like the food, bro?
How do you not like Thai food and all the other variances? Thai food, there's a lot of
blasphemy, bro. That is blasphemy. How dare you? The disrespect.
What are you eating over there, then, brother? I mean, I was
say
what messed me up is I was a mango sticky rice man until I found out that was dessert, but I thought it was actually food.
Everything out here can be dessert for real.
Oh, y'all want to go down that quick rabbit hole?
Yeah, let's go.
You were raised in a different era from me, right? Like probably me and Ronan got 10, a dime or two. Me and Phyllis, the rest of the panel, whatever.
He's about 7 behind me.
I got a dime on you, homie.
No, I'm talking about Fearless is 7 behind me.
Okay, yeah. Look, so y'all were probably raised in the ghettos of your respective cities and ate a lot of Chinese food and a lot of rice.
No, we didn't have Chinese food back. We didn't have it.
Wait, I told you I just got a new order of flashbangs. There's one.
No, I mean we didn't have it. I didn't eat Chinese food.
Y'all are ghetto kids that ate a lot of Chinese food with a lot of rice. I'm not used to rice like that.
No, I didn't eat rice until I started going to Latin America.
What I'm saying is it's too much rice. It's rice with everything out here.
Liver and rice is one of the best meals you could ever have.
Dude, I live with a Filipino, bro.
Tom soup
every day.
Man, Tom soup. Oh man, you ain't like that?
Nah, I didn't like Chinese food like that when I was young. Rice I had with black eyed peas.
There wasn't a plate I didn't like unless I ran into some chitlins.
We can tell, bro.
I ain't that crap.
But you can still eat stuff like the mixed vegetables. You don't have to eat rice.
My flashbangs are always jokes, and they don't always land, as you can probably tell by the loss of my fingers. But that you always talk about. But my point being that I was raised on a different diet, and the seasonings, the oils, the combinations that they use, I'm not used to. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still here. Going on 2 years. I just ordered Turkish yesterday through Grab. I know how to get down. I've been to Culture Lounge several times.
That's your saving grace over there.
Yeah, man. The boy cooked grits, man. The boy cooks grits. And all I need is some grits and biscuits. That would be nice. But let's move on. Let's get back to this beef issue. And again, I don't want to dominate. I just wanted to come up and tell you all those two stories, man. There's a spectrum of life. And for Fearless, there will come a time when you will be like, man, that shit don't even matter to me no more. If I got shot 9 times and 1 in the grill and survived, he's got some serious PTSD that I think that is unresolved despite his success. I commented in the chat that money don't make you smart. Money make a good man better and a bad man worse is a very old saying. So you know, obviously 50 at his level has got some unresolved PTSD where he thinks he needs to step down or back down to the streets to resolve these issues and laugh at a dead
Richard.
man. And mind you, that's the culture nowadays in our community. All them kids who are doing drill music always smoking on the op packs after they put them down. All those kids do that. That's
here's the thing, Richard. I could understand. Like, if I was 50 Cent, this happened to me, man, I would, you know, Supreme would be somebody I want to go after. Supreme, his brother, anybody in that. But he's taking it so far that he want to go after Ja Rule. Ja Rule is just an artist trying to make money too. He gets it so far that he's like, I want to go after big, you know, I want to go after Rick Ross, or I want to go after Big Meats just because he's going to do a fundraiser and be a celebrity judge for a show that Rick Ross is putting on with a whole bunch of other celebrities. I mean, you take it like that Kevin Bacon, you 7 degrees of separation. And it's like, brother, but
doesn't work
what
like
does
that. Doesn't work like that with mob business. Big Gans, take it from here, please. Explain this to him one more
I will have to say this, and in this respect, I believe 50 Cent is right with the way he's acting. I don't know if you guys remember before Floyd Mayweather went to jail, he didn't have his whole promotional game set up properly. He didn't have it at all. But him and 50 Cent were best friends. So while Floyd Mayweather was locked down for grape, guess who set up his whole promotional scheme and gave him the keys when he got out of jail? 50 Cent.
Yeah,
what
actually
Floyd turns around and says, I didn't ask you to do any of that. Ungrateful as fucking hell. You think 50 Cent let that go?
No, but here's the thing. That's going after Floyd. So what if he went after somebody that Floyd Mayweather, you know, had signed in boxing? He ain't got nothing to do with it. This is just a young dude trying to get in boxing. He like, you hate me? I don't have a beef with you. I'm just boxing, man. That's
naive. You think that don't happen in boxing? You think on the low, the way that they denied 50 access, you think that's not happening in boxing?
Let me relate it to this. If you can't reach the top, you tear down what the top built. So while he might not have been able to reach up to Supreme, all the things Supreme touched, 50 Cent hated. So that means Gotti, that means fucking Ja Rule, that means any of them motherfuckers that were underlings to Supreme.
No, I'm saying, look, there's a way you can do it. Back maybe about 3 years ago, I was under that Kaiser Sose kind of thing, where if you did something, I got to take your people who knew your name out. That's how far I wanted to go. And it just got to a point where I was like, man, that's
the same thing he doing.
The usual suspects. Yeah, I'm saying that this usual suspect, Kaiser Sose. They said he took not only the people who killed him, he took their wives, people who owed them money, cousins. I mean, he just went all over.
That's a mob.
So there comes a point where you say, yeah, I can do that. But then when you get a little
update your filmography.
That's the 48 laws of power.
Update your filmography, Fearless, and watch Sicario, the first version, number 1. And number 2.
No, I know.
And Big Gans.
I've been watching the making of it.
Big Gans, that was a good book, and it seemed like it made sense. But there's only one law of power, and that's self-control. Only one law. There ain't no 48 laws. If it takes you 48 times to figure it out as you get older, Big Gans is Gans, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got one law of power that I hear every time you come up on different panels. You got an all-star panel, excluding myself. You guys got an all-star panel here in the Lions Den tonight. Big Gans, Bacchus, BMT, Ronan and Fearless, and myself. I got one law of power. me. Self-actualization, self-control. I could count them down, but there's just one real law of power. Is I do my dirt all by my lonely.
There you go.
It's just
like
me. Mm-hmm. Well, that's not my words. That's the words from
law.
Thank you. What you know about that, kid?
Naughty by Nature. Yeah.
That's you're a real one.
That's that New York one.
Yeah. I do my dirt all by my lonely. So there's only one law of power. I would suggest to you younger men, including you, Ronan, because I know you're still young, bro. I mean, I would like to count back. I'd like to take back them 10 years, homie.
I ain't claiming I'm old. The only motherfuckers around me be claiming I'm old. I ain't claiming I'm old, man.
I'm just getting old. I look at myself in the mirror. I realize I'm getting old, but my spirit is this. Like grown, sexy, that aside, knowledgeable, self-actualized. I read a book when I was in my late teens by Abraham Maslow called Self-Actualization. It's still available. It talks about the one and only. Now, if you pray and you recognize that there's a supreme being, that's a whole nother thing. But
hold on, let me read this real quick.
Only one law.
Just John, thank you for the $2 super chat, brother. Okay, he says only dead man I be trolling is the healthcare CEO, the one I know what you're talking about. God damn, that's a demented thought process, man. What
smoking that
everybody was doing
not a healthcare CEO. I already know what you done. You got some medical bills that weren't paid. Is that what you're trying to say? You got some medical bills weren't paid, Just John? You got some issues with United Healthcare. Go ahead. Sorry about that. I had to read that.
Let's get on the beefs. And one of the beefs we were talking about was when somebody has a beef with you and they spend their whole time talking about you and you're like, man, I don't even have a beef. I didn't know I was that important to you. So when you probably go on next week to your Fem Man show, I just want you to listen.
He said, wait. Like, shots fired. Booyaka.
You'll go on and you'll hear our name mentioned, or at least my name mentioned 1,000 times. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm that important.
I don't know why they don't like you.
It's like I'm more important to that person, to that it's like, and this is when it came into that beef where it's like, hey, you really got a beef, man. You spend that much energy and I occupy that much of your time. Our show don't even surround ourselves with talking about you, them, that. You're not even a part of our conversation. And it's like, I'm 90% of your conversation and you're 1% of ours.
I can explain that.
Do I, you can explain that.
Go ahead and take a stab at it.
Help me out, brother. Yeah, take a
go back to beef. I'm gonna go back to beef. So you shot at them at some point, perhaps Zed. Somehow you came in their algorithm, right? So here's beef. So probably beef works like this on the internet, on these YouTube streets. They don't like you, so they're not tuning into Ronin Travelers, Black Man Travels, I don't know, whoever else comes up on your panel. That's beef. So like you fired the shots, but Ronin might not be, involved.
Now, that's a damn lie because they pull up our content every goddamn week and review it.
Oh, I didn't know that, Ronin. I don't.
Oh yeah, they review all
over there all the time. I don't know how that started.
Not review it, but this is what they do. This and with your buddy, the Fem Man. This is what I hate.
I don't even know him, brother.
He'll ask me to go into the show. I'll go into the show and I'll use facts and figures, and I've made him look bad because of it, especially when it came to him with the married woman. I'm like,
make him look bad.
Bro, you say you live in Atlanta, in a sense, because he says I live in Atlanta. I live in the land of milk and honey. I can get all the, I make this much money and I'm at the top echelon. And I'm like, well, for someone to be at the top echelon, why would your best choice be a married woman who's over the age that you want to have children with and already has a child? That doesn't even seem right to me. And then you say, you can do all of this and you spend a whole year with a woman that you can't even be intimate with. And I think what happens is he gets upset that we talk to him, and he won't confront us when we're on the show. The minute we're not on the show, I wish I could bring this up, and they're this and this and this. And I'm like, that to me, that seems so weak to try to talk about someone when they're not there, when you had the opportunity to do it when they were there. And he always uses this, you guys ambushed me. And, you guys ambushed it because you knew what you were going to talk about.
Somebody on their own show. Explain that.
Are you addressing me, Ron?
I can't.
I'm just saying, how do you ambush somebody on their own show? Go ahead.
I can step into. I'll step into that breach. There is it all started with the manosphere, the Kevin Samuels, forget the white boy's name. I'm old, I can't remember stuff. Well, there's another one, the one who got locked up for trafficking. Anyway, it all started with the manosphere. Let's move on.
Alan Roger Curry? No, I don't know.
Maybe him too.
No, the mixed dude.
He's talking about the dude. He's talking about the dude that was
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate. Thank you, Ozzy, for looking out, homie. Started with the manosphere, and the manosphere, through both the commingling of veterans of the U.S. military, having been deployed abroad and having had that experience. Right? This is what I'm evaluating. It started in the manosphere. And then when retired veterans started YouTubing their experiences as retired veterans, like, I know where to go and get all that. That bled into the mangosphere.
Very true.
So now the mangosphere is the new thing. And what I begrudge about Black men who are supporters of that element is that they continue to support it, promote it, and convince our young African American men, ADOS men, FBA men, that if you can't pull it, we used to call it, I pulled a girl. Didn't have to touch it. I pulled me a couple of chicks tonight at the club. Got their numbers. That's all you needed. And you can work from there. It convinces these young brothers that they can move abroad and just buy it. Now, Pornhub.
All right. So, no, wait. Before you go any further, I agree with everything. No, I agree with everything you said. But here comes my other dilemma. If I say,
did you read? I even understand why you still having dilemmas.
No. If I say this, I don't have any problem with a man going abroad and paying for a woman.
Got a big problem with.
You will say, no. Listen. Let me, man. Let me see if I can. Keep talking, and I'm gonna look something up, and I'll show you what.
Well, I really want to defer to the other brothers on the panel.
No, I want you to. I want to. I'm trying to make a point with you.
The manosphere led into the mangosphere, and it seems to have made brothers feel very comfortable with, like, you know what? If I can't pull it, I'm gonna buy it. That's kind of a unique moment in history.
That all depends on the in the location you at.
Let me address that. Let me address that.
Go ahead.
What's the brother's name? Richard?
It's Richard, yes.
Right. Let me address that. To the younger generation.
Oh, here it is. Can I
have a
before
problem.
you address
No,
that?
please,
Can I
please,
just
like again. Wait. But please,
go ahead,
like,
McGann.
please,
Go ahead,
please.
sir.
To the younger generation, I have a problem with them, you know, running overseas, paying for it, stuff like that. To us older gentlemen, listen, we just want to get right to it. We ain't got time to waste. We got more time behind us than we got in front of us.
What the fuck?
But to you younger guys,
Real
you 20-year-olds and you 30-year-olds, listen. On my way to Medellin, Colombia, I met two guys. They was 19 years old on the plane. I said, yo, what you guys doing on here, going over here for? He said the same thing you going over here for.
First question I would ask him is, where you get the money?
No, I didn't get into all of that.
I ain't in no man's pockets now.
I ain't getting into all of that. But I mean, to the younger guys, get out here and, you know, try and get it happen. Make it happen over here. See what it's about over here. And then you get tired of it. And then you move on. But then again, another younger guy told me, I addressed the same thing on another panel. He said to me, yo, Gans, we ain't got time for them neither. I said, okay. Because these women out here want to play a lot of games.
Well, they're being taught at early ages. So you're still talking about high school kids that are acting, high school women that are acting like their mamas. Because their mamas ain't too far behind them as far as their ages.
They get it from their mama.
I just seen a video earlier today, and I commented on the video. It was on Instagram. She was getting out of a Range Rover. She's 41 years old. She said, I'll probably approach you because I ain't got time for games no more. So I responded on there and I said, oh, so so for 20 years, you play a game. Now that you're about to hit the wall and go through menopause, now you ain't got time for games no more. Come on, you done hit the wall already.
I'd rather go for her daughter.
And she's found her newfound virginity at that too. Stop playing. You don't have kids, you got grandkids.
Yeah.
Hey, fellas, do you know the wall?
I'm gonna talk on both of those. Yeah. We what?
Do y'all know the wall yet? Do y'all know the wall?
No, we don't know the wall. We had a whole show on that. You missed that one. We had a big show on that.
Yeah, we know about
that link. You got my email. I need to check that out. Do y'all know the wall? That's what I was asking. No?
We don't know the wall. Yeah, that was the whole thing. And I'm gonna share this with you because this is where my issue comes in. Remember what I just said? I said if I say I support sex tourism, then I would be wrong, even though I don't. This is a post by the person that we don't talk about. This is what she said.
Or him.
I said that exact same thing, just being facetious. Oh man, I know I messed that word up. And when I said it, when I said it, it was, oh, you're a passport bro by proxy. You're this, you support them. And I said, I didn't say it. Your friend said that. Then it becomes defending. So it's like if I say that same thing, I'm the worst person in the world. If that female on if the female says that, it's okay. That's what I got a problem with. That is very hypocritical.
But
and
again,
that's what I hate.
You're talking about a male femme that defends women at all costs, no matter whether they are right or wrong.
I just want you to he calls himself that. Yeah. If I said that, I was okay.
He's a male feminist. So I just say male femme. I'm just shortening it up. I ain't calling him anything he don't call himself.
And so that's because my problem where I say, when we talk about, we bring this back to beef, it's you got a beef specifically with me. For what reason? Because you can't say now that it's something I believe, because if that was the fact, you would have a beef with that other person. So what is it?
We're old, we're antiquated, we should die in the field.
And yes, and I know Ozzy said he should date Maya.
I could be in those rooms, bro. I know I gave you a wrench, but I know you be up in them rooms, brother.
Yeah, he be up in them rooms.
I see you.
But if Maya says the same thing I say, he'll never combat him. He'll never, any woman that says something, he will not say that they said anything wrong. If I say the exact same thing, I'm wrong. That is so feminine to me.
The sad thing
because you're light skinned, brother.
Was he was actually he was actually in our room. We were talking to him on the panel, and he was in the chat, and we invited him to come up. Maya came in the room for maybe 1 to 2 minutes. Oh no! You need to leave here. Don't get up there. Don't let them get you on the panel and actually have a real conversation with you. And he turned around and said, "Yeah, I need to leave," and left.
I don't know what part about Chris you gents don't understand.
Oh, we understand him.
No, I don't. Help me out, Richard, because this is about beefs, and what we're talking about with the before you go, this is about beefs. And one thing we were talking about is when somebody has this beef with you, and I talked about Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey said she avoided this lady for 5 years, going opposite ways, this way, all the way around, and she finally had to. It was finally where she confronted the woman by happenstance. And she found out the woman had no beef with the woman. She's like, man, I spent all this energy on someone who didn't even know I existed. And that's how I feel about him. It's like your talk show becomes this about us. And I'm like, man, but I don't understand. So help explain that to me, Richard, with your knowledge that you have, sir.
I'm beyond knowledge, my brother. I'm wisdom.
Wisdom, yes.
These YouTube streets, that's a hard hustle. That's like selling crack vials on the corner of New York or Philly or whatever. That's a hard hustle. That's less than minimum wage nowadays. YouTube really pushes y'all to create content based off conflict. Jerry Springer, the list goes on.
Crash out.
Sally Jesse Raphael. No one watches that stuff anymore unless it appears on YouTube. And if you want to go back to an old episode of Jerry Springer and the Maury Povich show and You Are Not the Father, sensationalism sells in media. Get that permanently fixed in your head would be my advice. And those beefs, she's a little channel, right? I've been following her for a while. I got kicked off her channel by Chris because I kept saying to her, you don't understand us. You're not like us. You're a woman from Ethiopia. Mm-hmm. And it's okay with you to date outside your race. But for us, we need self-preservation. We need to birth black babies, because I know in Ethiopia you might go out and have a baby with a white man, but that's an outlier.
But even if she has a baby with a white man, he's still black, or she.
That's not true. Yeah, one drop of black blood makes you a black man.
That's right. So that means that Ethiopian having a white baby is still a black baby.
No, if it's a man, yes, but with the woman, no, not by genetics.
Is that how that goes?
Okay, let's not go down there.
Follow your father's bloodline.
Go ahead.
Thank you, because it's the seed, not the soil. You hear me? So I just want to get back to Ronan. Because you're light skinned. That's a joke. Flashbang. Because because Zed wants you. Another flashbang. Are you guys dizzy yet? Your topic, your fodder, your pabulum, your food for them to service or to glean from. That's why you got so many reaction videos on YouTube, because no one's that creative. You guys are. This is a great panel. You got grown men talking about black stuff, grown men stuff. And Zed, who is the founder of that channel, I suggested to her, please keep Africa passport bro free. I'm like, drop the passport part. Keep Africa free would be a better brand. I suggested that to him months ago. It's still the same thing. Will I go up there? I got kicked off the panel because of my views. Like, Zed, you can't speak on us.
So she's boot.
That was way
boot gang on my channel.
Say again?
She's boot gang on my channel. She typed in the chat, and I immediately blocked her and kicked her out.
Boot gang. He said,
Boot
I
gang.
didn't understand that.
Everybody else raised a
No, my
rave and
brother.
all them. They
No,
nice
no.
to her. They let her rock. No,
She's
not on my
blocked-
channel.
She's blocked in our rooms.
You should
Or
cook her.
my room, at least.
The games, you should cook her.
No, I ain't got
Put
nothing
her
to
to
say.
cook her.
I don't even really know about it. I
But
gotta
Gaines,
know.
Gaines, you're
I
so
gotta-
smart, bro, and so experienced. And big props to you about that whole thing with 50, Irv Gotti and them. I've watched all of those documentaries. I know the whole story. And not for nothing, because it didn't involve me. That's that New York rah-rah shit. I'm from Philly. I lived in LA for 25 years as an adult, and then I moved over here to Thailand. But
oh shit, Philly, y'all got your own shit over there with Hilltop.
come on now. We ain't going
I
there.
don't know about
What
that shit.
I'm saying to you is Big Gaines, you spit hot fire. The three best rappers I know on YouTube, the three best speakers is Big Gans, Big Gans, Big Gans, like that. So the fact is, those conversations need to be
balls empty.
those conversations need to be had on those panels in the same way that you get Republicans on MSNBC, same way you get Republicans on all those other channels. They compete that way for viewership. They want to see the arguments. They want to see I'm going to take it full circle, beef. So let it happen.
Here's the thing. I have no problem with the beef. My thing is, what happens is you wait until I'm not on the show to have your beef to talk. It's like you talk bad. And I'm like, well, brother, I'm there. I mean, I'll share this with you because I'm an open person. I don't got nothing to lie.
Oh, Lord, here we go. No personal information.
No, it's not personal. It's not personal at all. This is just when I was on there with your friend,
it's not.
He wrote me. This is, you see who this comes from. He says, so he's saying, hey, I want to do it over. I want to have a conversation that was all jacked up, whatever that was. So I write him and I say, man, it seems like every time I come on the panel, you say I ambush you. You say you talk shit when I leave. I mean, that's what I'm telling him. I'm like, if you want to do it, I won't ambush you. Here goes some topics you can talk about. We can talk about it. You got as much time to research them as you want. Let's talk about it. I said, and then he always says he's such a better person to me. And I said, by what matrix? Income, physical fitness, education, social standing, IQ, investing. You keep saying you better. Tell me how. Let's have a conversation. He'll never reply back. So this is him saying, hey, I want to do this, but he won't. But he'll go into his show and say, oh, they're this, they're that, they're this. And I'm like, bro, I don't understand that mentality. Like me, I come to you as a man. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it.
With the name Fearless, if you're coming to him as a man, then man up and realize he's not as man as you. He's going through his process.
You're right.
I don't begrudge Chris in any way. I go up there just, for shits and giggles. I've got nothing to do because I don't got to do nothing because I'm retired. I come up on this panel with the same, instinct, but, it's a pissing contest when it comes to you and him. And
I'm not even, I didn't even know I was in the contest. That's the thing.
It's the thing. It's not hold on. Here's the thing. It can't be a pissing contest when you're right. And he admits that you're right.
It's always a pissing contest, soldier.
No.
It's always. I'm 67, in case you gentlemen don't know. It's a pissing contest as long as you got a Audi. As long as you slinging, it's forever a pissing contest, even when it's with yourself, when you can't, take a piss because you're.
And this is where I'm going to agree with Big Gans on this. So, and the analogy I can give you is this. Say, for instance, you were a salesperson and I give you an account. I have all these sales, I'm leaving, I give you all of my accounts. So now you're able to just, you just collect them because you have legacy accounts, but you really don't know how to sell. When you lose those accounts and it gets time for you to have to sell, you don't have the skill. To bring that all the way back, this is how I feel about the young dudes who paying for it. If you're young, as you're younger, you develop the skill to talk to girls. You get rejected. You do all of that. You know, you've gone through, it's like, I've been rejected. Now I know how to talk. I know how to approach. I know how to do all of that. So you develop a skill to get with girls. You don't have that fear. You've overcome it. That's great. Now, if you're 50 and you're like, I already proved myself. I ain't got time. Time is more valuable than the talk. I'm just going to pay for it. Okay. I have no issue with that because you've already proven yourself. The young guys haven't. They paying for it like the incels are just paying. So when they run out of money, they never develop the skill to talk to the girls. That's where I have a problem at.
Nope.
You agree? You agree, Gans?
I agree 100%.
Yeah. That's where the issue comes at. That those young guys, they have a high expectation because they paying for something and they never develop the skill to get it.
Would the panel agree with me when I say America is toast? And Big Gans, what's your channel? Bacchus, Black Man Travels. If y'all can share that with the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it in the chat.
I throw out subs like chiclets. So I'd love to sub to you, and I'll put you on all that way I can see what you're talking about. But bro, again, you know, come on, Zed, she not like us. So you know, let her
but
on.
That's Zed. But your boy Chris is supposed to be like us. I went to the black school. I did this.
Chris not like us yet. He'll get there.
Not like us.
Not yet. Not yet. He'll get there.
Not yet.
Let the flower grow.
He is 40.
Let the flower grow.
He ain't no flower. That ain't no. That's a damn weed. Thank you.
But let the cactus grow. How about that? Let the cactus grow.
Oh man, that becomes so. My question is, Richard, why are you against an older man just saying, you know what, my time is more valuable than the effort. I've already spent my time doing that, and now I'm just willing to drop some dollars.
That's an interesting question. Does anybody want to hear me talk, or?
Yeah, I'll ask you this. Back in the day, I used to have this, you know, my yard used to be nice. I used to wake up on Saturday morning. Oh man, I got to cut that grass. It got to be better. I got to trim all of this, wash the car. As I got older, I said, man, I'm just paying somebody for this shit. I ain't got no time. I don't want my Saturday morning spent like that.
That's when I started going to the car wash.
Yeah, exactly.
The car wash.
Oh yeah.
Before you do that, let me put this in for this super chat. Yak Williams 912 says it's levels to this shit. That's right. So let's hear your level, Richard, and we won't stay on too much longer. I think we're gonna do about 10 more minutes. So go ahead, sir.
I wish these could go on forever because I ain't got nothing to do.
He's saying you old. He said 67. Hell no. You should be spending your Social Security check all that you can to get all that. But go ahead.
Real talk. I want to welcome you to my world, if I could.
Mm-hmm.
That's all going to take raw.
I'm not in a rush to get to where you're at right now.
God willing, you'll get there.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to get there this age, though.
I told Black Man Travels we getting off. He's like, he gonna stay. I ain't heard from him, but we're gonna do about 8 more minutes. BMT.
That's fine.
Go ahead, sir.
All I need is one. At some point, that'll taper off. I was talking to my 40-something year old nephew, who's a straight dog, and he's like, "Yo, you know, it's kind of slowing down for me." I'm like, "Welcome to my world," and he's 20 years out, right? At some point, and you'll only reach this point if you've sold your royal oats, you know, like legitimately without paying for it. You only reach this point if you've had enough experience, and, you know, there's a body count issue in there that I don't want to speak on. But once you get to a certain point in life, that's not even worth the money. The best way I could put it. Like, you don't really need to constantly, I hate to say these words, but I'm going to say it and you can bleep it, bust nuts.
I'm not even saying constantly. I'm just saying that, like, you know, you get your Social Security check once a month and you just say, yeah, man.
If by the time you get to where I'm at, you're not more self-focused. Listen, all right, I'm gonna say this, and please bleep me if you need to. Pussy costs, even at my age. If you pay it physically or just allowing someone into my physical space, is the first part. Because I've been there a gazillion times before. Hey, honey, let's go out to Jantian Beach. Like, no, I just want to sit here and smoke weed and drink beers. Hey, honey, can all that stuff becomes, it looks different when you get to a certain point. And listen, I'm full of vigor. I have no issues, but I'm here to tell you that once you become more self-engaged, there is a point which I call somewhat stoicism. I said this before on your panel, where you are like an older quarterback who got a chance at the latter part of life and the game has slowed down for you. You're an older point guard and you come to this latter point of life where the game slows down for you and you start looking inward is where I'm at. So, I apologize. Bleep me if you need. Pussy ain't nothing but meat on a bone. You can fuck it, suck it, or leave it alone, is what all the old dudes back in the 60s used to say.
Damn,
Pussy ain't worth a dime. Pussy ain't worth a dime to me. And I could walk down the block half a mile from me later tonight and buy it by the 6-pack.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's a
pussy ain't worth a dime to me, bro. So no, I don't. And in the immortal words of Kevin Hart, the way my bank account works is after all of this experience and after all of these beautiful sisters who loved me and surrendered, do you think I'm going to spend a dime on some nookie?
As I said, you're not paying for that. You're paying for him to leave. That's one thing. But the second thing is, you being a little bit older in life, what about companionship?
I'm not going to let them in my crib. I'm not even going to let them in my crib to pay them to leave. That's out. And play a game out here, you don't take them to the crib. You take them to the motel or the hotel or the Holiday Inn. So that's not the game. When your mom.
But what about that companionship, man? You're a little bit older, you know.
Phyllis said companionship. In the words of old Uncle Earl. Uncle Earl said, "Who?"
Phyllis needs a hug. That's all. Phyllis needs
no, I mean that. You know, to me, companionship is you know, you got somebody you can roll over to.
And if you want to, you can call me an old man. Companionship, in the words of Kanye West, I could be by myself and enjoy the company. And I'm fixed in that. I love myself, in the words of B.O.B., the rapper. That becomes a non-factor as you get older. I promise you, your brain will change as you get older. Like, you know how old people don't want nobody around them? You know, if I were to drop dead in this apartment, they'd find me a month later when the rent is due. And I'm comfortable with that. I don't mean to sound nihilistic. But that's just me being me. The power of one. I don't need 48 laws because I know the one law is I'm going to live and I'm going to die. I know that sounds pretty nihilistic to you young brothers. Keep up the good work, but that's just how you're going to find yourself. And don't be in no rush, but be in a rush because life is long and you want to arrive here sooner. You want to get the express.
But you're saying that. What about this?
Realize that
you're saying
you don't have to rely on anybody else to enjoy yourself.
But Richard, you saying it like that? Like I mean, not that would be the best that you one day you're in the bed and you just don't wake up. But what happens when you get that illness and you're in the hospital and ain't nobody coming to visit you? Nobody there. It's just you and the nurses, and That's it. There's nothing to share your life stories with. You fine with that?
I'm gonna have a note when they bring me in the hospital saying, listen, y'all nurses, y'all gotta shake your ass for me. I'll be all right.
One last time.
Trying to be that dirty old man in the home. Hell yeah.
Like Brett Sanford said, I'm a dirty old man and I'm gonna be one until I'm a dead old man.
I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing. We just did a live about a week ago about Japanese women committing petty crimes just so they can go to have company because they're afraid of being by themselves and they'd rather have companionship in jail rather than being at home by themselves.
Not only companionship, Richard. When they were gonna let them out, the women were like, "I will pay to stay."
Where the flip side is, a man will be comfortable with dying by himself.
Mm-hmm. I came in this by myself.
We all do. Chemically speaking, women's hormones are not designed, as you guys know, speaking the obvious. They're not like us as men on the panel. Their hormones are different. I remember reading a research study many decades ago that a woman's cycle is easy on her if she has a man whose sweat she absorbs or can smell. The second, we have pheromones, right? But with women, because of their biological nature, my brothers, they need that. Men don't. This is why you monger. When you're mongering, you don't connect to a girl. It's only for one night. In the immortal words of Luther Vandross, I'm sorry to wax musical. If only for one night. So we're built different in that way. You know, men die younger than women. You know, women die alone more than men. So that would translate to, right? If men die younger than women, my father died before my mama. She was lonely as heck when she passed away. And I was by her bedside and I learned an important lesson about life and death.
What was that?
None of this shit matters. Just do the right thing. Wait. Do the right thing. Be righteous. Don't hurt. You know, create, help somebody along your path, in the words of Martin Luther King. I don't know nothing. I just know what I've learned. And I'm wise from those learnings. But don't take yourself too seriously, fellas. And I would say that to the women in the audience as well. Life is a really long time, 67 years. That's a long freaking time. I'll be 68 this year. Just keep waking up, keep living. But don't take yourself too freaking seriously. Fun is for kids. Happiness is for girls. Seek contentment and peace. So anybody out there wondering, damn, why ain't you got nobody? Bro, y'all got girls. It's really hard to find that balance between contentment and peace and happiness and fun. She want the happiness and fun. You want the contentment and peace. And by the time you get my age, you just want to sit the hell down.
I guess I see it different, man. And I've been a brother who travels. No, you're fine. We all gonna put it in the park in about 2 seconds here. I've been a brother who travels. I've gone everywhere, and I've been places by myself where I've met people by myself. I met people while I was there, and then I've had someone to share the experience with. And it's so much better when you can share the experience with someone. When you're like, oh man, I got that. And in a sense, that's what we guys do anyway. Because when we go somewhere, there's a connection that is lost. That's why a lot of guys are like, hey, I went here. And they want to share their photos, that girl they was with, all of that with somebody. And that's why they share so much online, because they want somebody to share that experience with. But sometimes when you got that special person by your side that you can share more than one experience with, it's a little fun. It's like, man, I did that.
Feels so
Remember we
good
did this?
loving somebody when somebody loving you back. In the words of Teddy Pendergrass. I get it. But, you know, my mother and father were together probably about 50 years. You know, there's only one rule of power, and that is the self. I'll say that to you.
All right, well, it's time for me to hit that old dusty trail.
And that's what we all about to do, man. Big Gains, I'm going to let you send us out of here, man, because you know more about beefs than anybody in this room. You're going to get the last word. Give us some solution, man. You got me feeling sad, man. Give me something positive. Leave us with something good.
I ain't trying to beef with nobody. You want
Before Big Game starts, can you give us those Biggie lyrics one more time and I'm out?
No, that I can't do it verbatim. That was the other guy next to me.
Rockets, you know the Biggie lyrics?
Deep lyrics?
I know Biggie lyrics, but I can't think of it off the top of my head right now.
You said it before.
I can hit you. Yeah, he said a few things, but
I was joking. I want to defer to the good brother.
Oh, okay. What's beef? Beef is when you need two gats to go to sleep. Beef is when your moms ain't safe up in the streets. Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be in the ICU. I see you. There you go.
Bars.
Need a round of applause there, gentlemen.
Saying your mom ain't safe up in the street.
Hold up, because he did it. This is what he gets. Hold on.
Struggle. See them lights
getting a round of applause in your deck, bro. Get a round of applause in your deck.
I got one.
Lights getting always trying to hold you back, bro. God damn.
Give it up. Stop hating. Stop beefing. Give it up.
Nope.
Go ahead, Big Gains, man. Send us out too, brother.
Listen, I ain't got beef with nobody, even though I do be throwing shots at a certain individual who been in Sasua but for about 3 or 4 months. But that's because he said my name first. Listen, I don't want to beef with nobody. All I want to do is ride motorcycles and travel.
All right. What kind of bike you got?
What you sitting on, bro?
Indian Challenger.
All right.
First of all, are y'all not supporting the dance style? Y'all ain't seeing that big chopper?
Say again?
Are y'all not seeing that big chopper, the Gans lifestyle got on his channel?
Nah,
the header.
I'm a ninja boy. I like my street bike.
Is that you?
No, yeah. I gave mine up, man. I just gave mine up.
I gave them street bikes up a long time ago. When you got 4 herniated discs in your back gonna tell you, listen, you can't lean over no more.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta lean back.
Mine wasn't about that. Mine was about speed, man. I was gonna find an early grade the way I was driving.
Passengers, please buckle your seatbelts. We are about to land this plane so we can get the hell up out of here.
The emergency ward calls motorcycle riders organ donors. Big Gans, the Gans lifestyle. Is that you? I want to sub.
Yeah.
All right, boom. I just subbed you.
And we getting ready to if we don't go live tomorrow, we're gonna do it on Tuesday, and it's gonna be called These Dudes, something along the lines of These Dudes Rather Have Fame Than Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about certain YouTubers, especially the crash test dummy that was just live a few minutes ago. I'm gonna be critiquing him.
He got
Here come the pain.
He got effects.
Yeah, he just finished crashing out over in Club Ground Zero in Puerto Plata. But
can you do this also, Gaines? Can you kind of mix this in? Because this is my question. Why is it like a show like ours that might be bringing some knowledge gets, a little bit of views, not a lot of money contributed? Then you take somebody like them crash dummies, they making $800 a night, crash and talk about nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing.
You're not marketing.
I just want to know about it.
You're not marketing.
I was gonna say they want to see. They're looking at him to see the crash out, right? And then I also said Beef sells records. So you see all this beefing on YouTube, right? You'll see the dudes arguing on a panel, right? And you'll see the viewership, it'll shoot up 100, 150, 200 views. Then as soon as they stop arguing, then it shoots back down to 80 views. Beef sells records.
Emotional damage.
The two, there's only been, to my knowledge, maybe more, but there's only been 4 double albums in hip hop history, and Biggie and Tupac sold the most.
Yeah,
those were the biggest, most popular double albums in hip hop history. And why? Because they was beefing. Wu-Tang had a double album. They sold good, but they sold good off of the success of the last album and the solo projects. So, but other than that, Jay-Z had a double album that was straight trash. So the only 2 successful double albums in hip hop, Biggie and Tupac, and they were beefing. Beef sells records.
All right.
Can I get Bacchus? Wait, before you go, I gotta do my tributes. Bacchus, if y'all can post or you can tell me what your channel is.
I already did that in the chat, sir. Sir, put your bifocals on. I already put those in the chat.
Come on, you gonna make me wear my you gonna make me wear my bifocals.
Yes, you need to, sir.
You knuckle dragger,
man.
By the way, you messed up my last thing for Big
knuckle
Game.
dragging ass ninja.
Yeah,
whatever.
This was supposed to be for Big Game.
Post it again so I can see.
Being from New York, I needed to play this for Big Game. There you go.
Man,
hey, gents, can you post it in the comment? Oh, not the comments, but the description, so I can sub to these brothers. All right.
All I got, bro. I don't really post nothing.
He put it in the back chat, the private chat.
No, I didn't put it in the main chat.
No,
it sound like
Marcus put it in the back chat. He put
that sound like a Diddy room. I'm not going to the back chat. It sound like a Diddy room.
Here you go. I just put it in the back chat.
Good night, gentlemen.
Good night. Hey, thanks everyone for joining.
Thanks for bringing.
Please hit that like button. No problem, man. We appreciate it. Hit that like button. Comment on the replay. If this is the replay, please tell us what beef you guys are having, how you would end that beef, and what you would do to if it ever is going to end. Shit, you might take that shit to the grave. But until next time, check us out Thursday night. We're going to have Thursday night therapy talking about daddy issues. You know you got them. You know you date all the women who have them. So let's talk about it. Until next time.
Yeah, get y'all sensitive asses up to the Thursday night therapy session.
That's right. We out.
Love, my brother.